One Westworld.
Right. Everything is lawful. Westworld. The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make a little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking. I had a 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9/11, I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your dome. Keep cool, ain't no running up. How damn, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? You drawn, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she knows she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason I'm going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westworld, no way around it. Heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a challenge. Get a minute, I'm killing it. Case closed, I don't need a gavel. No, you hate it, don't even matter. New page, still the same time.
Mike, but just never forget that I do not. Always have that fresh in your mind. That I feel absolutely nothing for your pain and your problem. Because I know that all of your pain and problems are a test to make you stronger.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready, then stay inside. You drowning away, or you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
Seeing if you're gonna step up in what's world, you're gonna run.
You stick to the end, you get glorified. Let's make it official, I'm one of them. One of the greatest, is no exempt. It took me a minute to figure it out. I was struggling, get it made a man. I shuffled the deck and I played my hand. Just give me a reason to put them on you. Didn't believe that I had me a vision. Should I believe that you niggas loyal? We giving up game, they fumbling plays. I'm tired of talking, I'm racked out. Before that we started, they tapped out. I jumped in my duffel and blacked out. What you witnessing is elevation. Glory road to my destination. The haters, it's a celebration. And I put that on my reputation. When the fall, this a demonstration. Get sick and I know they hate it. One Westworld every season. Hot boy, this dedication. I'm giving game, I don't need favors. Go against us, you gon' see the danger. You ain't family, you a damn stranger. I'll beat your ass, I don't need a baby. I don't got time for excuses. I'm plotting on making a killer. I'm getting the feeling, they know that I'm coming, I'm running. Let's get to the business. I was still playing my post. Taking the rim like diesel. Don't run with too many people. I don't feel none of us equal. None of us equal.
And there are some brothers and sisters that know that so much, they would never leave you. They would never abandon you. Since you have to stay alive here, they'll stay alive with you.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready, then stay inside. You drowning away, or you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
They're one West. 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 They're one West.
Look like a yank.
Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, I'm sold. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, all these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sharp, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, the bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how like keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit. I know you sick of it too, man. Money supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now.
Serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put your faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Win the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make them money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo.
Imagine Yahanna don't like no soldiers through the spirit of the Lord. We don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
Saint, black, Hispanic, native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in they image, hate you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UVK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under Yahanna, Amy murdered Bob them and got a hug from Yahanna. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí.
Lord Commander General Yahanna na ESUPK.
This is what Commander General Yahanna did. This is what he did. Look at all these
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge.
That's right.
You want to serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
West till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got group time for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been the proper since a teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Any man give his life for Yahanna, Shah, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We would not be moved on it's true, nigga. Cool y'all. Go to grab, 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 go to grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give grab, give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grab, 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 take grab. My soldiers take grab till them stand down. Take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab. My soldiers take grab till them stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sit, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with them weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know two things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt, I'm gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die, so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that means? Fall on his ass. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to grab, 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 go to grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give grab, give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab, give grab, back up, give grab, give grab. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grab, 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 take grab. My soldiers take grab till them stand down. Take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab, take grab. My soldiers take grab till them stand down.
Hi, sir. Can you just introduce yourself and
Yes.
your organization?
Yes. So we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yahanna. We teach that so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans are all related and God's chosen people according to the Bible.
And what's your name?
My name is Captain Napatiza. I'm a member of the ISUBK, and we just come down to see what we can do to support you guys with all the rhetoric that's going on today.
Yo, as a Black American, how you feel that you heard like so many bad things about Haitian community?
Yeah. No, it's very disheartening. It's very disheartening from the standpoint of this. A lot of Black Americans go through or have went through something similar to what you guys go through, whether it's moving to a new neighborhood or whether it's becoming part of a different community. You're shunned, you're looked down upon. And so to see not all Black people here in Springfield, I'm not from Springfield, but of course I've seen some, very disheartening interviews where Black Americans are saying this about Haitians, when in fact we should be standing with you all to help resolve any issues that are going on and not saying they need to leave. That's the wrong attitude because, your people just went through the same thing.
So, as a Black American, how you see like the whole allegation about Haiti? Do you think it's a dangerous strategy, especially for the Haitian community?
It's funny because we just had a brother in our school who taught a class on this. And when I say that Black people just went through the same thing, it just several years back, Black people, they used a Black man named Willie Horton and used him as a scapegoat and built up this huge campaign and conflict and caused all kind of disruption. And they used that man a Black man who committed a crime and said, see, we need to do this to Black people because they don't know how to act. We need to hold them down. We need to oppress them further, which is the same thing that they're trying to do to you guys. Like, it's a strategy that they use to say, we don't want them here.
So why do you think it was really important to support Haitians in that situation?
Again, from our standpoint, Black people have already been through this and still go through it today. And so to see our people, we consider Haitians our people, to see them go through it today is like, how can you see the pain of your brother and not try to help him out? And again, a lot of people, they live because there's distance between us, right? When you look at history, the slave boat dropped us off here and dropped you off there in Haiti. So there's not any difference other than you speak French Creole and we were conquered by the English, so there's no difference between us. According to the Bible, that's what we believe. So you guys are our brothers. It's our obligation to be here.
So do you think there's a name that you can put on that situation that's happening right now?
A
How
name.
you can call that what happened today to the Haitian community?
A name. I'm not quite sure what you mean. A name.
It's like some people say this is racism.
Oh,
it's like
sure.
discrimination and
Yeah,
everything.
absolutely. It's all a racist ploy. It's a tactic that's very popular here in America, where they take one bad situation, right, and they'll say it again. I think you guys may have, maybe you not, maybe have not, maybe you have, but you had an impression of black people in America before you got here. I don't know, but a lot of people that we speak to, whether they come from, Jamaica or Haiti or Trinidad or whatever, there's a perception about black people here. And then when you get here, you might say that preconceived notion is not right. That's not how I see them. And so it's definitely to paint a picture of Haitians in a negative light, which again, to us we've seen it before. And it works. It works for them. Their racism works. Their rhetoric works. How they paint you on the news, it works. And it drives hatred in the people who already have no compassion, for you being here already. When in fact, if you look around the city, they should be happy that you're here, because this city is definitely lacking life.
So do you have a message for the Haitian community, for United States?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Our mission is to gather our brothers together. Our brothers and sisters not left out. But our mission, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, our mission is to gather blacks, Hispanics together, right? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And really, if we depended on one another, we wouldn't need, think about it from this perspective. If we go to the city and they say they're out of resources, we're kind of jammed up. Right. But if we're in one community like we used to be in the 60s with black people, if I didn't have something, you had it. If you didn't have it, another brother had it. We shared together and built together as a community, and we thrived. And black people had strong, thriving cities here with hospitals, with airstrips, with, businesses. We can have that same thing here today. We just got to gather together to do it.
It was nice to speak to you, man.
Absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity. All right. Thank you.
You boy. You know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga.
A minute, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me.
But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under commanding General Yahanna. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talk the shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapping together. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and I'm blessed. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and I'm blessed. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Yeah. Kim, how y'all doing?
Good.
You know what I mean? We holding it down for Commander John Yahanna, the hardest working man in Israel. Captain Meshach, is he gonna come in, you know what I mean, in a little bit. All right, and who we have on? We have Kahan, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tawada, you know what I mean? A warrior, yeah, from DC. Right here. What again we have on? Kazak. My man, what's going on? All right. And all the way from Trinidad, Sawap. Yeah, lad. Yeah, man. Good seeing you all tonight, man. Good. You know what I mean? Good seeing you all tonight. And to what for the brothers and sisters and all too for tuning in. You know, I know, you know what I mean, there's a lean right now to Cali. Yeah, I mean, with the brothers and them enjoying the about to enjoy that cookout. I saw that softball. I think John, you put the video up there with the softball. The game they was playing, it looked like they're enjoying themselves out there. You know what I mean? Big up to them, man. You know what I mean? So I couldn't make it. You know what I mean? But for sure, big up to the Dalhan and his man and them out there.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. So how y'all feeling? People crying in it right now. Long tears. You know what I mean? They're crying right now. The Barbados president had to go and basically help her shut down Netanyahu on them. You know what I mean? There's a big walkout on the UN, which then you know what I mean, this earth. You know what I mean? People picking the sides right now. You understand? They're picking the side right now. What side are you on, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? What side are you gonna be on? You know what I mean? Any stories you all want to hit on first?
Definitely gotta come to Hezbollah, sir.
Huh?
We definitely gotta go into the Hezbollah.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go into that. I said to hold that until Cap come in. But any other one, let's hold on to that one. You want to touch on
it's like the New York. Also, like Eric Adams, sir.
Yeah, we could touch on that for sure.
Read my mind there.
Yeah, we could touch on that for sure.
So like it's a YouTube video, sir. I thought it was an article.
No, there's a I think there's an article also too, and
okay.
Is there an article? Anybody? I don't think you could play it, right?
No, I can pull it up as an article though, sir.
Yeah, if we could pull it up as an article, that might be good for now. I mean, unless you want to touch on Janet Jackson, and then we come to Eric Adam. Yeah, I mean, okay, come on.
Kawakan. What's in the 5-count indictment against New York City Mayor Eric Adams? The indictment against New York City Mayor Eric Adams, unsealed Thursday morning, alleges he secretly solicited and accepted freebies and illegal campaign donations from wealthy foreigners, including Turkish officials, as far back as 2014. In exchange, he pressured the fire department of New York to approve the opening of a new Turkish consular building in the city without a fire inspection, the indictment states. In addition, his campaign used those illegal campaign donations to steal public funds through New York City's matching funds, according to the indictment. Those allegations represent the core of the federal indictment charging Adams with 5 counts: bribery, wire fraud, conspiracy, and 2 counts of soliciting campaign contributions from foreign nationals. Adams, a Democrat elected in 2021, has denied wrongdoing and said he doesn't plan to resign.
No, Salaki, what does that sound like? That sound like a brother. He ain't willing to go along with the program. Sound like a witch hunt to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that just goes to show you, you know what I mean? Playing politics is not for black people. We shouldn't be in politics. You understand what I'm saying? You'll be in politics, you don't get caught up in this, you know what I mean, this kind of affairs. You understand? Leave politics to the oppressor. Like, he could play them games real good. That's his game. He can play that game real good. You go in there, you understand? They're gonna tell you, you know what I mean, nice, it's okay, you could take that, rah. And they wait for that one day when you don't want to do what they want you to do.
Yep.
And here comes 5 counts. Here comes 5 counts. When they robbing and stealing. I mean, how many of you all heard about I think it's what it is, APAC, and what they're doing? They say they spent over $100 million on the
lobbies.
Yeah, $100 million so far on the election ad.
Yep.
You understand? There's a picture, if I could get it. I'm gonna ask Cap if he could put it up on the screen. but there's a picture showing you how many Congress people they have in the back pocket. Now, if that was a Chinese pack, oh, there'll be problems.
God, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? It would have been problems. You understand? Just like you, black man, you think you could go up in your politics and you be like them and you go about, dealings, with them. They're not playing your rules. They create the rules for you to follow. They don't follow their own rules.
Right.
You understand? Your problem is, you think you in a game and you in a game of chess and you thinking they playing by the rules of chess. Nah, they moving the pawn like a queen. You understand?
Right.
They're moving the knight, you understand, like a queen. You understand? But you want to play by the rules? Go ahead and play by the rules. You understand? Politics ain't meant to play by the rules. So guess what? Don't go in it. Don't join it. Don't be in it. You understand? All them politicians, you name them, they go in there to say what? I'm going in there to fight for the rights of black people. What end up happening when they go in there? What end up happening when they go in there? All of that done.
Right.
Because it's politics.
Right.
They're just saying things to get vote. And that's about it. It's a game. You know what I mean? Come on.
The more it's the APAC list right here, sir. With the senators come shot this board.
The pictures is going to tell 1,000 words, man. Let's see if I can think it. But go ahead.
So I was getting ready to say, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we have a slave's mentality as far as how America operates. Like we have a very naive, childlike idea. And because of that, we believe that our oppressor has what he has because of honesty, because of hard work, because they made the right decisions along the line. And because of that brainwashing, we blame ourselves for not having the things that we should have. As us being the most talented people and being the most intelligent and us having all the skills, we blame ourselves for not being in positions that logically we should be in based off of the skills and talents that we have. Yes. And so we think that the oppressor has what he has and has reached the levels he's reached through hard work and ingenuity, when that's not how life works, boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Like how Esau operates in America is he who lies the best wins. He who can eat the best wins. Who can steal the best? That's who wins. And that's why it is so important that we disassociate ourselves from their game of politics, from their way of life, from their culture. Because in order to participate, you are going to have to turn into a criminal to be in the system. There's no such thing as changing the system from within. The system is well established. You're nobody to come into the system and think you're going to change it. It's established. It's going to change you, and you're going to have to turn into a dark-skinned white person, a criminal, in order to keep up with what the oppressor has done. So just black people out there, Hispanics, stop blaming yourself. We not in politics not because we like Nikes. Like, stop posting them type of memes where, they post a meme where Bill Gates got on Skechers and wore down jeans, and they say, look, this is a billionaire, and this is why he's a billionaire, because he dresses like a bum. That's not why. Like, stop being simple. Bill Gates is a billionaire because of the crimes of his forefathers and the theft and the bribery and everything that just named for Eric Adams. That's why Bill Gates is a billionaire. That's why Elon Musk and Donald Trump is billionaires. You understand? And we shouldn't be like them. We shouldn't do those things because it won't work for us. Eric Adams is being indicted for something that every politician is doing. Salaki.
Salaki, yes, Salaki. And just looking at the clip and all on the YouTube clip now, and this is why again, we had to say Barakataya, why Chef Commanding General Yahanna, because now as a black man, growing up or coming up in the society, and trying to hide behind the face of a woman, and it show how weak and effeminate that could be, and you have to bring, as I say, this elder woman now as a face or as a representation to show that that you would be in good standing to clear your name, and with the brothers, with the men, with the brotherhood in the aspect of that, and again, and then still on top of that now, bringing a woman now to stand in the position where, as we say, as men supposed to hold, because now again, the Most High God say, the flock I pasture is men, and now you now standing behind the face of a woman now, and again looking for clarity, and then again with that stir up at the crowd, it goes to show that without being, without brotherhood, we can't really stand in the society, or without being a nation, our people, and again, remember now Jacob had sons, and these sons and them, stand together. And if we do stand together, this is the end result of us being, manipulated and trying to join hands with the oppressor. As you say, just let me say, a push of a button before they could delete we from their game, because this is a whole game. This system is a game. So like it.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, I don't know if Cap get is a minute and 32 seconds. That's the picture, but that's just to show you what's going on with them. You understand? Like we definitely gonna have to wake up and realize. And Trump said something along the lines about he was trying to blame the small hats if he lose the elections also too. You understand? Now watch this. Watch this picture. They own all them seats. 100 million. You understand? But they're crying what? Russia interference, Chinese interference. You understand? But they're coming at this brother. What's his name? Mayor Adams. You understand? I ain't too siding with him, but I know, what they're trying to do to the brother. You understand? And that's the problem with us. Like, we wait till they start coming after us, then start trying to look for the black community, for everything black, to try and come together with them. You understand? When while in office, what they're doing to help black people? You have all that, you're wielding all that power in there. What are you doing to help black people? You understand? And if a New Yorker could come up and tell me what Eric Adams is doing for the people in New York, I would love to hear. And not just the people, but blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians up there. You understand? What is he doing with all that power? I could see what these people do with all their power. You understand? I can see what they do with all their power. You thinking votes gonna win your seats? Votes gonna get you in office? That don't get you in office. Go ask APAC. You understand? 100 million. You understand? This is a foreign entity. A foreign entity meddling in Congress. And nobody's saying nothing about it. But Mayor Adams have 5 counts, and they want him to leave office. They want him to give up his office. Hey, shalom, Kat.
I didn't see that picture, brother. Damn.
Yeah.
That one that's a rough one.
I'm telling you, now you see who running the country. And if you listen to go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cam.
No, go ahead.
It's just a heavy point, for all our listeners out there. You got to understand, Satan got deep pockets in this political game, and on the cusp, right around the time they indicted, when they after the indictment of Mayor Adams in New York, they were seizing cash from the NYC sheriff's office. You know what I'm saying? Or as they say, an unvouched amount of cash that was in the sheriff's office. So this is a you know, I think it's a 3-pronged investigation that's going on amongst Mayor Adams' allies and all his you know, people who are benefiting from his administration. All these things are going on. But we told you, like Captain Doc just said, you don't vote for politicians. You buy politicians. We told you that a number of times. And you're seeing it right now, what's going on with AIPAC and all the other ones that remain nameless behind the scenes. And notice this, it mentioned Turkey, which is an Arab country, who is against, more than likely against AIPAC. So they pulling the strings now. You understand? Their strings attached. They give you money. They want, you know, when Satan come to give you money, you a black politician, you know, he just say, just call it a campaign contribution. That's what we call it. Don't look at it like a bribe. This is a donation. You understand? And this is what goes on in politics. And right now, it's crucial right now because this election year. And I believe they got what 30 something days to go before the election, and everybody's on eggshells in Washington D.C. on both sides, because you got even some top political strategists. You had one guy, he was on CNN, I forgot his name. He was under three or four different administrations, and he said that he's nervous because he don't know what's gonna happen. It's too many variables here, too many investigations going on, too many people that's being unseated. You know what I'm saying? And not by the democratic process, if you want to add it like that. So there's a big game being played. You know what I'm saying? It right here, man. So it's wise for brothers and sisters to pay attention to what the Bible says and get into the ISUPK and have some kind of understanding, because the Lord's hand is definitely moving in this thing and he's shuffling the deck. You know what I'm saying? So and you know there's a mole in there. How all of a sudden, moments after the indictment, they go and seize and cash from the NYC Sheriff's Office? How do they know? Where do they know the money was at? You understand? So you know it's all kind of people and allies, you know, that's in there that's getting pulled, and a lot of them resigning. A lot of people have the ones who didn't get arrested and who names weren't, because remember the indictment was sealed at first. So while the indictment was sealed, they planned once again. They gave it time. We're gonna say the indictment sealed, and then all of a sudden, 4 or 5 different resignations start happening because they didn't know their name was in the indictment. So that was shaking the box right there. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to add that part of Captain Knock.
Hey, Cap, we might have to leave AIPAC alone now. That computer just went down. You see all kind of shit started happening with the screen. AIPAC alone now. I can't even get the camera to work right. AIPAC packing now. Them niggas is packing. We gotta leave them alone now. Damn. Give me 2 seconds. I'm about to restart this one. You can go ahead. That's why. Now as I pull up the picture, the whole Senate floor black. All of a sudden, the computers ain't working.
Man. Yeah. We I think we heard where's in Thessalonians? Get in 2 Thessalonians. Where it said the man of sin going to be revealed. And that's what's going on right now on the earth. You understand? They claiming, you know what I mean, that they basically, you know what I mean, that the, you know what I mean, how to put it, that everything that's going on right now, it's, you know what I mean, their way of fighting, their way of getting justice. You understand? And the small hats are talking about. You understand? And all these Europeans, this world is in conflict because of them. You understand? You have Mayor Adams. Now you pull him up to do what? To show that, you know what I mean, that he is what's the word that they like to say? He's not
corrupt.
Now, he's corrupt. He's corrupt. Now tell me, who went to jail for bringing in all them drugs into the country and flooding it into the black community? Who went to jail for it?
Right.
You understand? And it came out that the CIA was involved It came out. You don't think they know who did it? They knew who did it. But what happened? Nothing happened. Nobody went to jail. Nobody lost their job because of it. You understand? Nobody. But they like to make us look like we, you know what I mean, we the evil ones, we the bad ones. You understand? Why? Because what about to go down? They need to create an enemy. They need to create an enemy so that when this election do play off, brother, they do not want to turn the evil they're about to do on themselves. They want to blame you. They want to blame these immigrants who coming across the border. You understand? And we're gonna have to wake up and realize. Right? Who have that for me?
Can. So like I said, start from verse 1 and come straight on into it, to verse 3.
Come on.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we teach you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ,
right?
And by our gathering.
He doing what? He begging you. You know what I mean? Begging you. Listen, watch what's going on the earth right now. Turn your news on. Look at what's going on. You understand? Netanyahu went and gave a speech, and about half the, you know what I mean, almost 3/4 of the seats emptied in the UN. You understand? Like what's going on right now on the earth? If you're not paying attention to it, you won't know what to do in these last days, because your preacher for sure ain't telling you what to do. You understand? So like, yeah. Go ahead.
Can. And by our gathering together unto him, verse 2, that ye be not soon shaken in mind.
Don't be shaken in mind. Them Arabs right now, oh boy. They say where's his name? At one of the Ayatollah, they say he in hiding right now. Why? He is shaken. He is shaken right now. But the Bible is telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you don't have to shake. You don't have to be shaken in mind. You don't have to worry what side you're going to pick. You're going to be with the Chinese. You're going to be with the Russians. You're going to be with the Iranians. You're going to be with the Americans. You don't need to pick no side. Don't be shaken. Read on.
Now can, not neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us.
Right. Nor by in your spirit, don't be shaken. By words, don't be shaken. You understand this whole thing about politics? Don't be shaken. You don't need to be shaken. You understand what Donald Trump and that J.D. Vance trying to do? They are trying to shake you. They are trying to make you scared. They're trying to make you afraid of who you're going to cast a ballot for. Don't cast a ballot for nobody. If Christ on the ballot, then cast it. If Christ not on it, you don't have nothing to do with it.
Right.
Read on.
Can. As that day of Christ is at hand.
Right? That day of Christ is at hand. Because this place is going into nuclear war. We have a story coming up, if we get to it, where Putin is dropping the bar to use nuclear weapon. You understand? Why? Because he see it fitting to ramp it up. You understand? Right? Read on.
Can. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
And don't let no man deceive you. And black people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, sad to say, we've been deceived so much into thinking that we not the Israelites of this Bible. We the real Jews. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're the real Jews. And I'm telling you, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived by what your preacher going to tell you on Sunday, by what your imam going to tell you. Don't be deceived. Because Lord knows what your imam going to tell you. I mean, before all of this mess that was taking place on the earth. The Imam was trying to draw an eye onto them Muslims, onto them Arabs. What are you telling you right now in the mosque? I would like to be a fly on the wall in that mosque to hear what Imam telling you. Read on.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
That day ain't gonna come unless there's a falling away first. Falling away of who? Read on.
And that man of sin be revealed.
And that man of what?
Sin be revealed.
The only way for that to be revealed, brothers and sisters, we gotta come out of politics. We gotta come out of the Christian church and just stand back and watch these men deal with it. You see the curse? Why the curse is in black? Why you couldn't put curses in some pink color? Why you put the curses in black?
He know the Jews are black.
Yeah. You understand? He would have given it away if the blessings was white. He would have given it to you. Had to put green, some neutral color. But he put that curses in black. You understand? All them they are not doing things just by chance. You understand? That's why the Lord, even though they fight to not be revealed, the Lord is putting them in a position where they're going to reveal themselves. They're going to reveal themselves. Everybody on the earth right now is looking at the Middle East. They're looking at the Middle East. They're looking at what's going on in Ukraine and Russia and seeing that these oppressors is the cancers on the earth. They're the problem. They're the real problem. The only way you can live in peace is if you're oppressed by them. That's how it is. That's how the earth is right now. The only way there could be peace on earth, you have to be oppressed wherever you are on the earth with them, or else they're not safe. You understand? You understand? Their pets have to have, better rights or more rights than you. You understand?
Right.
That's how they are. And the Bible tell you that. They're going to have to be revealed. And we're living in a good time right now. Right. And even more excellent if you're in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Because you understand what's going on right now. You seeing the decks being shuffled and you seeing what's happening. Why? Because we open in the Bible and the Bible have our records and it's telling us what's going on right now. You're not getting into the Christian church. You're not getting it from your imam, and you're damn sure ain't getting it from your politics or your democracy. I mean, that's a yield.
If I could, sir, real quick, and that's what the heavy thing about that scripture you just brought out. It says that until there's a falling away first, and sin be revealed. Revealed to who? Not to God, not to the angels. You understand me? That puts us directly in the line of the next step. Meaning that until we realize who this man of sin is, the train can't move on. That's why we go out there every week. You understand me? Trying to get black people to see. And that's the important for any young brother new in the truth and don't fully understand the importance of going out to camp. You have to go out there and make that man of sin revealed. So we're literally at the forefront trying to pull that veil down to everyone. You understand what I mean? That's what's so heavy about it, because it emphasizes the importance of the work we do in getting this man of sin revealed. So
that's right.
You.
Yeah, that was a heavy point there too, Warren. Like you got to force that man of sin to be revealed. You know what I mean? Kapash, what's going on, priest? You have chapter.
Mighty man of the Lord. How about
I'm looking for that picture, brother, with that happened in California. I think yesterday with
the boot kiss.
with a card doing the boot kiss, and I think there's another one in Cleveland, in Cleveland, Ohio, where you know what I mean, just going along with in line with what Officer Warren was saying. Let me see if I could grab it real quick. Like it's oh shit, hold on. Like that's really imperative. I think we don't know the value of it just yet. You know, of having the man of sin being revealed like this. You know what I mean?
That's right.
We don't fully get it just yet. Like he's on the ground, you know, being humble, being taking his spot where he should be. You know what I mean? Without a doubt. You know what I mean? There's another one I think on the Hollywood Stars. I think Captain Akkad rocked one out with this devil in the cowboy hat. In the full cowboy hat. I don't know if you all seen it. And he got down, boy. I don't know if you all seen it. I can't even remember which page it's on. And stuff like that is real necessary and intricate with what we go ahead.
It should be on Captain Akkad's page, sir. That was where I seen it, sir.
I'm wondering if he shared it from somebody's page.
Yeah, he shared it. I'm not sure what was the original. I know I seen it on his page, sir.
Okay, no, it's right here. I see it.
Come on, God.
Hold up. I was looking for the picture, but this one gonna work.
Show me you a good white man and not a liar like the rest of your brothers. Kiss the boots of the former slaves. You say your hand. All the men in the camp, line up. Good. Line up. Kiss all the boots of the slaves, Shay. These are my brothers. Let's go. Everybody get up. Hold that shit up. Hold that shit up. Hold that shit up. Be the true brothers of the Almighty God. I have honor and respect for you, Shay. Because you are truly remorseful for the deeds of your forefathers. This is a good white man. Are you a good white man? Are you a good white woman? Yeah, I bet you ain't. We're the rest of you good white devils. We are the rest of you while you stand on the stars of Hollywood that have molested my brothers and sisters. Poisoned them. Mutilated their reputation. Are you a good white man back there? Oh yeah, he said, I don't know who the hell you talking to. I got respect for you, sir. I got respect for you, man. Now you receive the birth. You can receive a crumb from my cake. You can receive. Who is that? There you go. He touched the right one too. Make sure this don't fall. This is really Jesus Christ. That's right. You did it before the brothers of your king. Come Yashalom. Come Yashalom. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York. We've been teaching the truth about God since 1969 under commitment to the Yahanna. And the truth is, we are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel, and the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right. That's right. That's what's needed. Like that there is Thessalonians. Except become a falling away first. That right there is what's needed. You know what I mean? There's another picture. So I mean, it's cold because the devil has on the hat, and he leans over. I think Akkad is the first one to get the boot kiss. He put his foot on top of the speaker.
No, it was in that video. It was in that video at the beginning.
But there's a
beginning.
Picture of
oh,
it.
picture. Like,
Salaki. It's so strong with it, man. It's so strong.
Yeah.
I want to see if maybe I could just run it back and see if I could freeze it right there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Like that's the falling away. Like that's a good falling away. Yeah, that right there, boy. Where we at?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Go ahead.
It's like, go ahead, Cap.
Like that right there. I mean, with the cowboy hat on, just the symbolism, you know, the old slave master that hold his attire. And to see that there, you know, that cowboy hat is down there like a symbol of America, you know, so down there similar to I don't know, like almost like not on par with the eagle, but there's certain things that's just symbolic of America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Symbolic of America, like Spain, you would have them matadors, the matador pants.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, France have the little beret with the striped mine top. You know that mine, you know, them mines is where them striped tops.
Yep.
So there's certain things that's symbolic, like that cowboy hat is very symbolic of America. We of course know, you know, who the Cowboys are, but seeing something like that is very, you know, it's a strong statement, and that's the falling away. And you imagine that on Hollywood stars, like, man, after Times Square, boy, that you doing some damage on Hollywood stars, where Esau honors his, you know, his movie industry. Oh my gosh. That's a falling away. That's a falling away, because on any other day, that whole strip or section of that city is designed for praise and you know, worship, damn near worshiping the stars, worshiping these actors, worshiping Hollywood. But to go out there and do that, boy, you know what I mean? You know, the Wild West and the symbol of the West and the whole, you know, that there's a cold picture right there, boy. That's a cool picture.
That Salaki, that picture you had to put on a postcard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You put that joint on a postcard and send it. And you know what I mean? And say excellent, you know what I mean? That's it. I mean, excellent work such and such and such. I mean, put that in the mail, send it off. Because they used to do that to us.
Right.
So like it. You put on there how the West was won.
Oh, that's what you need on the button right there. How the West was won. That's it right there. You gotta start to write postcards or something, you know. Like all these taglines and hook lines, you gotta start to get paid. You gotta monetize that them quick little whips you be pulling out and all. You know, put them on a flashcard or make an app. And if somebody needs something catchy, they had to, you know, pay $5.99 a month, and you send them some catchy every damn month. You gotta get paid off of that shit.
Yeah.
That's a triple entendre. Damn near quadruple.
I'm trying to tell you, like how the West was won, and it very similar. You know that picture of them devils when they had that older brother kiss their boots, but they was forcing him, they was beating him to kiss their shoes. Like damn near is a juxtapose of it. I'm trying to look for that picture myself, but that there is for sure Thessalonians. You know what I mean? I don't want to beat on it too far.
That's lucky. If I could, what's so great about the picture is the way he's bent over. The way he's bent over is like a good submission form. Like you said, it's symbolic, but it's just right. The way he's bent over is just right. Like he's basically bowing down.
Okay. Yep. Like the whole thing of it is really like he's yielding over.
Yeah.
Like he's yielding all the way over. Yeah, I can't find that picture, but you all know the one I'm talking about. Where them white men, a group of white boys and this older brother, and they was assaulting him all the way until he, you know what I mean, did it. Yeah. So where you want to go, Cap?
Oh no, I think either we were gonna hit on the Nasrallah or we could hit on the what you call this again, on Janet Jackson. They're really trying to push her to take that to retract her statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could rock. We could definitely rock with it. Which number is that one? Is number 5 or something?
It's 8. 8.
That'll work.
It's a lot. Come on. Why Randy Jackson might be to blame for Janet Jackson's bizarre Kamala comments. The megastar is seemingly relinquishing control of her political views over to her brother, which some say is hella problematic due to who he supports. In the aftermath of Janet Jackson's comments about Vice President Kamala Harris's racial identity, in which she falsely claimed the VP had a white father and that she wasn't black, people are starting to wonder just how or why the megastar voices such information and if her brother Randy Jackson has anything to do with it. For many, the Jacksons legend is suspect number one for two reasons. First, Randy has been Janet's manager since about 2016 and has reportedly had a major say in how she moves both on a personal and professional front, considering the two are very close, according to the
And Salakia, right? Cap, I don't know if this is, but the first time the statement came out, and they said she did an interview with somebody.
She did an interview, I think.
So it came out of her mouth, or it's just because the way they write in the article is almost like Randy was the spokesperson for her, or Randy was the one that that said it. You know what I mean? Which is their way of trying to create confusion, and when there's a lot of confusion, the people lose track of the truth. You understand? And because they lose track of the truth, like they know black people, if it's too much, we don't even pay mind to it. You understand? Like if it's anything you had to go do some type of research on, or some type of, like you got to really go look for yourself. We don't want to deal with it. That's why the church filled with them, with black people, because we don't want to do no research whatsoever. We just want somebody to sit down and tell us what's in this book. Tell me what's in this book. Oh, God loves everybody. Oh, well, that I'm going to take that. That sounds good to go along with my life.
Right.
You understand? Instead of just opening the book and actually reading it for yourself. You know what I mean? But they know that. And they know once they start to create confusion, black people done. You know what I mean? We going to forget about it. And before you know it, we ain't go, we'll be looking at Janet Jackson as this crazy black woman.
Right.
Washed up singer. So like, yeah, you.
And if I could,
no, go ahead, please.
I was kind of the water. So like I was just gonna say, and this right here is a very bad look for Kamala. Number two reasons. Number one is because it's another black woman saying it. So they can't sit and say, "Oh, these He-Man woman haters. He's old red pill, or he's misogynist, or whatnot." They can't go with that and discredit. That's probably why they want to make sure to bring the brother into it, because that's like go-to language in America right now. He's against women. He's anti-feminist. And then the second thing is, these celebrities, man, they be having pull. They be having pull with their words, like the scriptures say. A rich man say something, and the people extol it to the sky. That's why they wanted to pay all these celebrities and YouTubers to join Kamala Harris's campaign, because they know that voice of these celebrities and things can sway the crowd.
Right.
They wanted to pay that YouTuber Kai Cenat. He's like the biggest YouTuber, young black brother, doing his thing, playing video games, and he said the CIA kept calling his number, or the FBI, or Feds, or Secret Service, because they wanted him to say, "Yeah, everybody, Kamala Harris is great," because they don't want him to say, "Kamala Harris, ain't she white?" That's the damage, and the truth is the real damage.
Yeah.
They don't want that truth to come out. That's why they scrub the internet of her information. But yeah, that's all I would say about that. Like, it's multiple layers on that.
That's a lot. If I could.
Go ahead, Pre.
That's a heavy point. Captain Kapash brought out, Captain. Now I thought when you look at, I see black women for Kamala Harris. I see white women that's or the white women group that support Kamala Harris, but I don't see the East Indian group that say the East Indians for Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that, and it makes me want, because see, they know the game that's being played.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hide who you are. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? They know who her father. They know the lineage of her father. They know the lineage of her mother. We need to stop with the racial role play that's going on. And Janet Jackson see it. And to be honest, a lot of those celebrities, they know who the ISUPK is. They watch yours truly, the ISUPK under command of Jonah Yahanna. They know who we are. They watch the broadcast and the simulcast. They watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth has already been pushed out there. You know what I'm saying? You can't get truth from a lie. This whole thing is a facade. Everybody know it. You know what I'm saying? So them trying to cancel Janet Jackson, for what I'm hearing, they want to try to talk about that. She has European features now since she got surgery and all those other things. Different ways to go with that sister. But the fact remains, Kamala Harris is who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't just take a person's identity. I mean, unless you want to go transracial, if that's what we're doing. And remember, we said we saw this coming around the curve with Rachel Dolezal. Okay, so we now Rachel Dolezal 2.0. This just goes to show you how far we have failed as a race.
That's right.
As a nation. They can move in and out of our race. She can be East Indian she can be East Asian when it benefits her. She can be black when it benefits her. You understand? So she has pulled the race card twice. A reverse Uno race card. But we can't even stand on just us being us. But this is how politics is a trick game. You understand? They market this as she's the first black. Why? Because they already saw what happened with Barack Obama. That first black, that race card, they keep pulling you. Remember, it ain't about race. That's what you tell us. But then look at the racial vitriol that happens in the comments. It's World War III in the comment section when you look at when you posted on Janet Jackson now. You understand? And a lot of her fans, they ain't going for it. They like the Beehive. They ain't going for it either. They're like, well, hold up. You know what I'm saying? But this is what you see going on right now with this political game. They have to sell this. They have to sell this image of her being a black woman when she's not black. You know what I'm saying? Right. She never was. She went to that. She joined the black fraternity. I mean, sorority. She went to a black a quote unquote HBCU. Yeah. And, of course, she slept with black men. Yeah. But that don't make you black. You understand? So, like, I yield.
Listen, Khan, she going to say, that don't make you black. Well, what will? Yeah, you say that. She said, well, hold on. If that don't make you black, then what will? She's in all her comments, she's so silly when she talk and try to explain anything. Like, she's not even like a serious type of person, a grave type of person. You could tell she's taking it light because she's not really that person on her own, like how Trump is damn near on his own. She for sure be placed and put in position. You know what I mean? And they better watch out for that Janet Jackson, because they're gonna turn her into unstable, a mentally unstable person. They're gonna start to say she on drugs. They're gonna start to say, like, the media coming, behind it so strong to say that it's false. You know what I mean? For something that's true, I don't see how they come in that strong. Only if that Kamala, that backing she have, You know what I mean? They're trying to put her in position. They're trying to get her in position. You know what I mean?
So like, can I pull one scripture on that
Please.
cabin?
Please.
Scripture in Revelation. Oh man. Revelation 12 and 15. Revelation 12 and 15, man. I mean, this is so heavy about all the lies, man. I mean, once again, this right here is this right here is just showing you how Satan works, and he uses, you know what I'm saying, his campaign. Satan has a campaign.
Right.
You understand? While you worried about voting, Satan has a campaign, and he has it on all fronts. A lot of you have come to the UPK will say, you know what? Well, I'll choose the lesser of two evils. That's what you're telling us. So you recognize that Satan is involved in both campaigns by default. Can I get that scripture, my brother? Revelation chapter 12, verse 15.
Can. The book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman.
You understand? The serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood. What is that water? All the lies. All the lies. And it's so many lies. It's like a flood. And remember, the UPK told you, this is how you know the Bible is never outdated. Satan is streaming, and I emphasize on the word stream, on all platforms.
Right.
It's so many streams. He's streaming so many lies on the internet, on social media, on TV, that it's like a flood. And it's going after who? The Israel.
Right.
Huh? The woman is Israel. What? All these lies. Satan is streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lie after lie after lie. He's flooding. He's flooding.
Yeah.
He's flooding your phone. He's flooding your TV. Trying to flood. So what? You drown in these lies. Keep going.
Now, can that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
And that's what they want. They want you to be carried away in her quote unquote. And notice how much they emphasize her race and not her record. Her race and not her policy.
Right.
You see that? They never talk about her policy. They never talk about what she, you know what I'm saying, her political stance on this. They won't even talk about her political stance on the environment. Every time they ask her a question, she laughing. What's so funny? I missed a joke. What's funny?
Right.
You say a few words, then laugh.
Not laugh, cackle.
Right. It's crazy, man. But they put these people in front of you, in front of us, and say this is who you are. And all of a sudden, and this is how you know it's manufactured, because all of a sudden these people are Kamala Harris crazy.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris maniacs. First, they were Joe Biden maniacs. Remember? Where are all the loyalists for Joe Biden?
Right.
They all switch. You know why? Because it's manufactured. This is a manufacture. Remember, it's the same thing that happened with Christ. The Pharisees and Sadducees, they campaigned to have Christ crucified. The Bible said they persuaded the people. The people knew who Christ. At first, the people was like, hold on, that's Christ. But they got in the crowd and they started persuading them. You understand? Through a democratic process to get our king crucified. And they do the same thing today. You understand? This woman cares nothing about our people. If she did, she would have married a black person.
Right.
She didn't do that, did she?
Yeah.
You understand? So that's all I want to say, Cap. It's like I yield.
If I could, sir, what y'all saying so heavy. This woman here, she posed as a black woman to go to school, to a HBCU, join the black sororities, that's called fraud. Right? She posed as a black girl. That means she robbed the black girl of education. That's
Right.
for a black girl. I mean, I watched a documentary actually on a lot of East Indians who actually, like, there was this one East Indian guy. He shaved his head because he didn't want to get rolled.
Yeah, I
Because
seen that.
black person, and sir, he had to adapt to a black accent. He had to change his accent, which explains why Kamala has a black accent on standby whenever she needs it. You know what I mean? She robbed, and these sisters don't realize she took a sister's seat. She literally took a sister's seat in that classroom and robbed the sister of education, while of disguising herself as a black woman. She's nothing but a snake.
So like yes, yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, you ain't giving Kamala a chance at all. She ain't gonna eat tonight at all.
and no wonder she run from the Caribbean now. Because remember now down in the Caribbean now they have a foot with that East Indian where they can really show the face. And now being amongst as we say Judites and with that exposure now, she'll get exposed. Because now you start to dabble amongst black people. Down here, you had a foot, you can say, well, hey, yeah, we multicultural down here. But now when you come up, as we say, reaching, as we say, in this place now where everybody drink from that cup, now you're trying to, hide that face or portray yourself to be black.
Yeah, that's it. Like they're trying hard to do the thing because they know that nobody gets sympathy like putting on blackface. Blackface gains more sympathy than I think the only thing that beat blackface is that small hat. That's the only thing that beat blackface, brother. Yeah, I mean, I think this the video here you was talking about a warrior.
Is investigating allegations the school is denying places to qualified Asian American students. VJ Jojo Chokolingam, now head of admissions consultant at Interview SOS, has he used the college admissions? How much of a role should race play? That question back in the news this week. For the first time in Harvard University's history, the majority of students accepted into the incoming freshman class identify as non-white, 50.8% to be precise. But at the same time came news that the Department of Justice is investigating allegations the school is denying places to qualified Asian American students. VJ Jojo Chokolingam, now the head of admissions consultant at Interview SOS, has a unique experience with this topic. An Indian American, he realized the only way that he would be accepted at med school would be to pass as black. He chronicled his experiences in his book, Almost Black, the true story of how I got into medical school by pretending to be black. VJ Chokolingam joins me now. So you were studying statistics at the University of Chicago, and you say to yourself, I don't stand a chance with my 3.1. What did you do?
Well, I shaved my head, I trimmed my eyelashes, and I decided to join the organization of black students so I could apply to medical school as a black man. I also used my middle name, Jojo. I subsequently...
You Uncle Tom niggas in them universities who want to be big and bougie with your red and white Kappa cane and your Q-Dog this and your this, that, and you invite everybody in except your own people, man. You sons, these rich-ass bastards who up in them schools, and that would separate you from the rest of us who ain't so well off, who ain't come from, from black political power and black excellence and all this bullshit. And you let this thing join and go straight to me, and he on CNN now. He on CNN now, and you allow him to promote and perpetuate the fact that black people do not achieve high on their own. Like we need that help. That affirmative action was made to turn back around the extreme white supremacy of America. And it was needed because of institutional racism, which would come from your schools and your jobs and your hospitals and your judiciary system. It was needed for that. But no, when he comes here and say he couldn't get by with his 3.1, you're goddamn right you couldn't get by with that, because there's black people getting way more than that. That Jalen Brown from the NBA, I ain't going to switch off for this to show you all him, but you all could look him up. Jalen Brown, somebody pull up his GPA. Somebody just run down his achievements. And this is a professional ball player. I think it's Jalen Brown is his name. Is that his name?
Come on, you talking about pay for the Celtics?
Celtics.
Come on, get us his name.
Somebody look up his academic achievements, and he's a ball player. Which means he has less time than this old shiny face fool here.
This was a successful bowel movement.
One shot.
This is a lucky cap. Jeez and ages, babe.
Anybody find Jalen Brown?
Let's see if I can pull him up here.
I'm gonna play some more of it. That's crazy. He make it sound so easy. Shave his head, trim his eyelashes, because his eyelashes is long as hell, and he goes in there. Accepted. Salaki, go ahead.
Yeah, Kyle, I found something about him, sir.
Go ahead.
Jalen Brown was in an Jalen Brown was in an MIT robotics session when he secured the largest contract in NBA history. NBA player Jalen Brown was once labeled too smart to join the very league he would go on to earn a historic contract with.
Say that again. Say that one more time for Vijay Coco joking, singing ramp aside.
Go, God. NBA player Jalen Brown was once labeled too smart to join the very league he would go on to earn a historic contract with.
Right. That Eastern that we were just watching wasn't smart enough. Wasn't smart enough. This brother, they say he too smart. Like, it's absolutely crazy what they're doing to us on all levels, man, and able to pluck out benefits that should be going to us. Just because the people who's supposed to be the damn gatekeepers is not keeping the gate. You go to any club, you're getting carded by the club. Let me see your ID. Let me make sure you're over 18 or 21 or whatever it is. You tell me this bastard goes to some school and he gets in there and nobody realizes this is some East Indian.
Right.
Just because his name is Jojo. And it's such... Listen, I'm going to make a movie. I'm going to make Slumdog Millionaire Part 2. I'm gonna go and start to look and screenplay that thing right now. And brothers, whoever want to be in the movie, just text me after. I'm going to find a cast for y'all. I'm going to go to Tyler Perry and find a way he getting them horrible ass wigs. And some old stringy nonsense on your head and go down there and just keep shaking your head. The whole show. Hey, Natak, how you doing? And just shake your head with the movie. Since it's so easy to be us. It's so easy to be you. Meanwhile, this brother was in an MIT robotics program. And he performed so well, they invite him to teach a special course in there. He wasn't even a professor.
It's a lucky cap.
Come on.
Can I just read this real quick on the brother Arawadi just pulled this up for me? Can I read these real fast, sir, please?
I read up on them already, so I already know where you're going. Come on with it.
Kawakan, it says, Jalen Brown became the youngest VP at the NBA Players Union. He's been named a MIT Media Lab Fellow. He became the youngest person to lecture at Harvard. He interned at NASA, and he taught a robotics session at MIT.
Yep. All while being a D1 athlete, top of the list, prospects NBA. But that filthy Dunkin' Donuts piece of garbage, he want to act like, well, black people don't have to work that hard. Everybody expects the Asians and the East Indians and the Chinese to be so smart. But he wasn't so smart. So he said, well, you know what? Black people don't have to work that hard, so I'll just be hard. Nigga, let me see you reach them heights. Let me see if it is that you saying, you know, that's the case. Let me see you achieve what Jalen Brown did. And you can't do that. That's absolutely ridiculous, man. Let me play some more on this here. That Jalen Brown is they say he's too smart to play. In other words, and that and all is a backhanded statement. In other words, they're trying to say traditionally being an athlete was for somebody who was not academically inclined.
Yeah.
So now, if it is he's this good, why is he playing ball? Because he want to, nigga.
That's right.
And that's an achievement to have. Is so many of things black people go into is because we have no other choice. Brothers join in ESO military because they have no other choice. Brothers do this because they have no other choice. Now a black man, he good in the class, he good on the court. He taking NASA courses, youngest intern at NASA, youngest this, teaching at Harvard. And because he choosing to do it all, he's too smart to play? Or is it that you just want black people to be dumb so that these kind of fools could get over like him and Kamala Harris?
And if I could say something on top of that, Slakia, what you said was so heavy about people expect Asians and all that to be so smart. And a lot of people expect oppressors to be so smart. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to test you. I went to a D1 college, supposed to be high scholar and all this and that, Indiana University, supposed to have one of the top business schools, Kelly School of Business and all that. And I had a project, right? Speech project. And I had 2 Asians on my team. They were the worst teammates you could ever have. A lot of them, they come over here because they got so much money. They rich in their country. And so they pay their way over here and get through over here, and they barely make it. They barely have like creativity, absolutely none. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how they make it, and that's one of the reasons why I came into the truth, because I seen that in this top level college, you had these oppressors, these white kids hitting each other in the nuts, constantly high, popping pills all night, getting drunk. A white girl in my college was so drunk that she died in a party that the house caught on fire, but she was too drunk to leave. And she was known on campus because she would be so drunk everywhere. I remember one time we was in dorm, she just came in with a dress with no underwear, just drunk out her mind. And that was what was going on.
Listen, she came in that dorm with a dress and no underwear, drunk out her mind. I'm gonna hit you to why? Because that's what black people do. She coming in there trying to seduce some brother. That's why she did that shit. Why she ain't go up on the white campus and get tossed around 20 of them white jocks? Why she ain't
this was a white campus. This was a white campus.
Dorm. You said she came on the dorm where you were, right?
Oh yeah. Our room had some brothers in there. Yep, you're right.
Say you come around the brothers because from her background and her point of view and how they look at people, how America done made these heathens look at us, especially tribe of Judah. It's like, yeah, you go in there, you could get them. They're easy. They'll just go after you. Just go up in there with no drawers on and act drunk. Think about how much brothers get rape cases because of stuff like this with these heathens.
Kind of
I mean,
and I was just saying, bringing all that out to say, like, that's what drove me to look into the history and find out the truth. Because I went to a high school with black kids in the hood, and they're not going to get these top level jobs and these careers and have this degree. They're going to be just thrown out of high school. But these same kids about to have a degree, they got 4 years of partying and about to be on top when they leave here. But they're no smarter than the kids in the ghetto. No smarter.
That's right.
In fact, I was in some classes and I felt like they getting smarter because of me. That's how I felt.
That's what it is. That's oftentimes what it is. And if I could plug this right here, I'm gonna post the link into the comments for those of you who want to check it. Commander General Yahanna did an extensive tape on this a few years ago. It's called The Model Minority. the model minority, and this is the cover of a Time magazine. This is the thumbnail for the video. Go to Black Watch News. I think it's on that channel. Those Asian American whiz kids. Commander General Yahanna did an extensive deep dive into this thing here, and found out that the model minority was an FBI plan. An FBI plan, brother, a government plan to make these Asians look smart, look intelligent when they were not. When they were not. I think this was to counteract the affirmative action, to counteract it, and also to kill the spirit of Judah in America. Because now, if it is that the Asians could, the premise was if the Asians could come to America and, you know, be in the concentration camps and go through the opioid crisis and, you know, come across here and behave and be a model citizen, why can't you? What's your problem? I mean, into the whole thing, I would advise everybody to go check it out after the show. Or tomorrow, whenever you'll get time. But it is an excellent damn near, you know, I don't know what is a thesis, you know what I mean, damn near. He went in and dissected the whole thing, did a whole autopsy. This whole idea that, you know, the Asians are so damn smart. I probably post the link, but I'm gonna post it again. Just the link by itself, so you can check it out anytime you get time. That whole thing there is so false that they are not that smart, and it gave rise to so much suicide amongst their teenagers because the pressure on them from home to get the grades that they was not able to get anyway. The pressure on them was so high they started committing suicide. Thinking their suicide rate is high because their parents want them to study. No, the pressure came from way above that. So now looking at all of that they, you know, already put in place to undermine Black people and to demonize Black people and to devalue us and make us look at ourselves with no self-worth. Don't be surprised that what you see with Kamala Harris right now is not just straight up another side of government, you know, operation to just further bury Black spirit, to just further bury our spirit. Don't think they didn't see how much we came together, especially not just Black people, but especially Black and brown people after Trump. Don't think they didn't see it. We saw it, so of course they got to see it. Don't think they didn't see it. Now, you know, putting her in there is, you know, serving multiple purposes, not just to secure the East Indians, you know, the East Indian population and get them on track, but also to keep us further down. She have a penchant, you know, hatred for Black men.
Salaki, sir, if I could, and what you just said was so heavy. I don't know how it is for the other tribes. You know, I can only speak for how I came up as a Judite in a Judite household. And that's one thing I remember growing up. It shaped my entire life, where I was taught by both my parents, it's not good enough just to be intelligent, on point. We was always taught that you gotta be 2 steps ahead of these white folks. Like, we was always taught that we had to be extra. Yeah. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. We have a naive mentality of how things really work. Like, we really believe in the illusion and the model minority lie and all the propaganda that somehow we have to be extra great, when that's not even how anything operates. They just had a whole scandal about once when they struck back affirmative action, Asian enrollment dropped, which lets you know that these Asians weren't getting into these universities because they're the model minority and so goddamn smart. They were getting in to these universities off of the work that Black people did in the civil rights movement. They were benefiting off of them, a government program. And that's been the case for everybody. Everybody has been given a leg up and an extra hand except us. But meanwhile, are the only people that believe, that have such a childlike understanding of how things really work. You got to be, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being great, because we have created the smartest and the greatest people, but that's just who we are because the Lord made us that way. But I'm saying that our understanding of how the world works is not the reality. The world works through everybody else has been given help, and that's why they are where they are. Yeah. And like what Calvin Kapas was saying at his university, that's exactly what I experienced in Esau military as an intelligence analyst. And I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm feeling insecure because my entire life, the propaganda of being that we not smart. And so I'm in a position as the only brother, and I'm feeling insecure. I was like, I ain't gonna be as smart as these devils around me, these white people. And then I'm listening and I'm watching and I'm taking good notes and I'm going the extra mile to make sure I'm on point. And I'm realizing I'm smarter than all of these, not to say just me, but I'm seeing it's like, okay, this is not what I thought it was. These devils have been put in these positions because of some other reason. Not because of genuine intelligence, genuine hard work, and genuine work ethic. They have been put here through different loopholes and help. And I think, like Captain Kapas said, how his experience helped bring him to the truth. Me being Esau military, it really shaped my understanding of the world. Where it's like, okay, I thought this was one way. This is not how the world works at all. And it helped me to realize I have not reached where I reached in life, just like every Black and Hispanic, not because I'm not good enough. It's because there are people intentionally making sure that everybody else can get up above us and we can't ever rise up, even though we are the most qualified and the smartest and the most compassionate. We are the best, so like it.
Yep, listen, you're right. You absolutely right. Like I didn't even know that the Asian intake took a decline when they remove affirmative action. So they try to hurt us with it.
Yep.
Hurt the Asians.
Come on, sir.
In stray bullets now because they now jump on our bandwagon. And if I could just like for sure the tribe of Judah would experience it with these oppressors. But coming from the Caribbean, I know Captain Nathag and Officer Sawap would for
man, sure. You take it up my mouth cap.
Yeah. In the house, hearing why you can't be smart like them Indian and them.
Brother.
Why it is you always, why it is look at them, look at how they study and get results. And brother, the shit felt like a ton of bricks on your back until the scandal came out. How the examination board used to have East Indians and they would give the test to the parents ahead of time. Give the test to them ahead of time. In one of the University of the West Indies, the campus in Trinidad.
Yes, bring it out.
Come on, I said that, my brother. It was a whole thing there where there was Black people trying to go into be engineers, doctors. And they would deny all the Black people and say they have to go and spend an extra year doing a lower level course to bring your grades up. They kept saying people didn't qualify. And of course, the East Indians, because of the whole propaganda is like they're so smart and they're so, they're just higher intelligence. Come to find out, brother, that the people who doing the matriculation in the university, the acceptance in the admissions, they are putting anybody who's East Indian through to the medical disciplines and the engineering disciplines and sending Black people into the other social sciences and stuff. And it was a huge thing. And so imagine now you reach to the age of 20, 25 or whatever, and you trying hard, you staying up late, you denying yourself the life that they have because they're smart and they're the drunkest in any party. In any party, crashing all cars, doing a ton of nonsense, but somehow they gain, first, seconds, all A's, high percentage, and you can't wrap your head around it to the point where you just resign to, I'll just be right behind them. Like, this is the best I could do, and I'll just be right behind them. Come to find out, they're dumb like a box of rucksack, and there is a whole network that gives them the exams ahead of time and give them questions, the exam questions as homework, so they already know what's going on. Meanwhile, your dumb ass going in there, your eyes bloodshot red from overnight studying for a week,
right?
And you trying to pass, and they don't getting through.
Yeah.
So that's the key on us. So now when you see Kamala Harris in there, brother, like I said before, they put a vagina on Obama and trick your mama. They done put her up and get everybody vote for her. That's all they did. They saw what worked for Obama, and they said, it's so nice, we're gonna do it twice. And they said, let's do it now with a female. And they put her up there, man. They put her up there just like his name? Jojo.
Yeah, and I'm to your point, Cap. I ain't gonna take long. You know what I mean? I just saying that, like, black people, we don't even know what these politicians going to give us. Like at the end, when you know what I mean, at the end there, what we going to get out of it? What we going to get out of it? You know what I mean? Remember, we asked them when Barack Obama was getting voted. What is Barack Obama planning to do for black people when he gets into office?
Right.
He black. That's not a policy. Yeah.
Right.
That is you understand what I'm saying? Right. It was like at least he black, and it's like we know. You know what I mean? Okay, come on. What is he going to do for us?
Right.
You understand? And they take that and they press on that with us. You understand? They try to push race on us, and then when we start to, you know what I mean, go about pushing the race, now we racist, now we this, now we that. You understand? They choose when we could be racist. You understand? And we could be racist when we voting. When we're not voting, God loves everybody. You understand?
I think that's a statement. That's a mouthful you just said there, and that was like they choose when we could be racist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If that ain't the proof we slaves, I don't know what else is. Please come on, Cap.
What Captain Doc said, that need to be studied at universities, because especially in you political science major, big head Negroes out there. What you just said, and what did that show you about integration when you look at it? That the heathen, they integrated, but they integrated from the top down. We integrated from the bottom up. We wasn't supposed to integrate anyway, but it just shows you how they look at power. They don't want to send one kid to a white school. They want to be on the student council. They want to be the president of the school. They integrate from why? Because if they are up there at the top, now they can facilitate their children's acceleration in the academia. You understand? The Bible says Jacob is the former of all things.
That's right.
It all comes from Israel. That's right. They even had to redefine what genius is, because we always are the meter. We always scale it up. And whether you're talking about academia, whether you're talking about music and arts, I remember even in music and arts, their whole musical theory comes from. I mean, they have musical theory from not just classical, but R&B, blues, gospel, things that black people, you know what I'm saying? The chords and all that, the high notes, the low notes, the in between, all that was formed through us. So if you want to talk about perfection, and once again, this is what they do. They always have to, once again, like the Bible said, that flood, they have to mask these things to what? To hurt our spirit, to hurt our soul. But meanwhile, the Bible said we the salt of the earth.
That's right.
We give this earth flavor. A lot of these problems that would be solved right now if you had us in power with no strings attached, only under our King Christ. A lot of these things would be fixed. And you got black people that are the Black, Latino, Native American, Indian people that are doing amazing things with agriculture. Things that, I mean, like almost like George Washington Carver now. They sitting out in the berry patch and doing things with berries that, I mean, other nations have never heard of. These are children doing this now. So we don't know, like the Lord, He always shows his glory and his power through us.
That's right.
You understand? Like all these things, we are, like, once again, I got to keep bringing up them two sisters in New Orleans out of the projects, explaining the Pythagorean theorem that they've been trying to explain for thousands of years. Where did they get that from? These are two black girls in the hood. It come from the Most High because you're Jacob's seed. You're Abraham, Isaac, you're Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's seed. The seed of Israel is in you. You understand? It's inside of you. So that is what they fear. They fear that some kid is gonna figure out. And how do you know that? Because look at what these schools do. They always try to suppress your intellect. Like notice this. These white they bust these white teachers in from these suburbs to these inner city schools, and they don't know how to deal with our children. They don't even know how to talk to our children. Some of these children are geniuses, but they don't even know how to talk to them. And they say, well, you know what? You need to be put on medication and all that. Meanwhile, the child is a genius.
That's it.
You understand? But that is why we should have never integrated. We would have kept our culture. We would have kept everything. The things that we had would have. There they go, right there, man. You understand? And what's that? Barkley? He just donated $1 million or something to the school, and that's because of them. They got that money because of them, not because of some white councilman or somebody. They got that money because those two sisters sit down and was playing with the Pythagorean theorem and cracked some goddamn code that they couldn't crack at Yale. And you gonna tell us that we slow? I yield.
And just to add to what you're saying to Kahan, what black people need to realize too, you just had to open the Bible and read it. The earth didn't tell you it was going to be run by smart people. You understand? The Bible didn't tell you that. You understand? Bible tell you the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The white man is not in charge because he's the smartest. No, he's in charge because he has weapons. That's all. That's how he got his power. Weapons. You want to know how he created the plane? Because he could write history. You understand? You create the plane, you create all the lights, but we don't know it because he's in charge. You understand? We the ones the Lord say was supposed to run the earth. And to run the earth, you're gonna have to have some genius. You know what I mean? You're gonna have something in you. You understand? And your oppressor, he is oppressing you and taking it from you because the Lord blessed him with his sword. He's running the earth because of his sword, not because he's the smartest person on the earth. You understand? Don't think you're going to school with the smartest. No, he's going to school, and at the end of it, he's going to run the earth because his forefather runs the earth with his sword. That's it.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Y'all want to see a little bit more JoJo? You want to move on?
Yeah. No, let's see some JoJo, man. Salaki.
Some more JoJo. JoJo say, well, yeah, why not? Just pretend to be one of them dumb niggas.
Kamala cousin.
At medical across the country and managed to get waitlisted at Washington University and the University of Pennsylvania. And I decided to join the organization Black Students, so I could apply to medical school as a black man. I also used my middle name, JoJo. I subsequently interviewed at medical schools across the country and managed to get waitlisted at Washington University and the University of Pennsylvania, then ranked the second and the third and fourth best medical schools in the country, and got into St. Louis University School of Medicine, despite the fact that my pretty pitiful 3.1 GPA was dramatically lower than their average of 3.7. Now, I wanted to mention a statistic you mentioned earlier in the program, which is that the majority of Harvard is now a minority. And I don't think that's true. I think that's very deceptive because I think you're forgetting about the Pocahontas factor. And that is that there's a large number of people who are whiter than winter in Alaska who pose as minorities based on flimsy reasons. And as a result, it skews the statistics because they know that it can improve their chances of admission. So self-reporting of statistics that a minority I don't think that's necessarily the best data to use.
So,
And
VJ,
he knows it because he did it.
Yeah.
He knows that because he did it.
what you're saying is that you didn't just check a box; you went full on Tootsie, and there are others out there who may not adopt the personification of a particular group, but they're checking the same box in the same way.
I'm an independent admissions consultant. And I have so many clients who, they have an African-American great-great-grandfather, their great-great-grandmother was Hispanic or something like that. And for very flimsy reasons, they call themselves minority because they know it's going to improve their chances of admissions. So we cannot ignore the Pocahontas
Mashak, you gotta
factor
pause that
when we
there,
look at
man.
that statistic.
Come on.
That he just say what Kamala doing. You play it again. He just tell you what Kamala doing.
You're right.
They're checking the same box in the same way.
I'm an independent admissions consultant. And I have so many clients who, they have an African-American great-great-grandfather, their great-great-grandmother was Hispanic or something like that. And for very flimsy reasons, they call themselves minority because they know it's going to improve their chances of admissions. So we cannot ignore the Pocahontas factor when we look at that statistic.
That's the new name for Kamala campaign, the Pocahontas factor.
That's it.
The Pocahontas factor. That's exactly what she's doing.
That is it.
51% of people at Harvard
I could,
say
sir.
that they're.
This is such a deeply rooted thing that the Lord had to have a solution for it. The Lord said, "Let the weeds and the wheat grow together." Because He knew they was going to play this game. Let the weeds and the wheat grow together.
Well, listen.
It's time to cut them weeds out and throw them in the fire.
This is what happened for him. We going in there and exposing that shit regardless. Exposing that shit regardless. For every Benjamite who ever had to get, moved or ill-treated by some Elamite somewhere, we gonna have to go in there and do that because, brother, she's on tape. When they say, how does it feel to be the first, Indian senator or whatever it is she was, and she, she acquiesced it. You know what I mean? Get a little bit more.
All right. Well, listen. Let's because you are using the nickname. Let's go there. You've said that what Lincoln did vis-a-vis slavery, Trump will do vis-a-vis affirmative action. Explain.
I believe that President Trump, by appointing conservative anti-affirmative action justices and by using the Justice Department to go after the colleges and universities, I believe that he will end affirmative action like Lincoln ended slavery. As you know, Bob Jones University many years ago lost its nonprofit status because of its racist policies. Similarly, when it comes to the issue of affirmative action, the colleges and universities have pleaded guilty as charged. They publicly endorsed racial discrimination in the form of affirmative action in the Fisher case. Therefore, the Trump Justice Department could use with the Supreme Court could effectively force the universities to end their racist affirmative action policies by forcing them to lose their federal funding. So, as I said, President Trump will end affirmative action like Lincoln ended slavery.
And I want to put on the screen a pie chart that shows the breakdown of this incoming class at Harvard. And I want to ask you a question. 22.2% Asian American. How many Asians are too many Asians for the Harvard incoming class? Should there be any limit whatsoever? What if on the merits, if you go by GPA and SAT score, you could fill the entire class at Harvard with Asian Americans? Should they do so?
First of all, there is the multifactorial admissions process. There are 9 criteria, including grades, test scores, letters of recommendation, essays. So I'm not saying that grades and test scores should be the only consideration. The second thing is data can easily be manipulated. I'm a CFA charter holder, but I can assess that. But the simple point is that as an Asian American, it is harder to get into college or graduate school than any other racial category.
At that point, he lying. I'm good.
That's a lie, sir. Salaki. That's a lie.
That nigga lying. He lying through his goddamn teeth
That's
right now.
Lie. Come on, sir.
Absolutely lying. It's hard for Asians to get in where? There's nowhere in America's boundaries, in any first world white European run country, that's hard for Asians to get to.
Right.
Nowhere. There's nowhere. That's insane. That's crazy. That's what he's talking about. Is absolute nonsense. And he's a pro Trump person. So of course his whole campaign with the 3.1 GPA is really to again throw black and brown people. He's really trying to throw dirt on black and brown people. He's a bastard liar.
Slide, sir.
Please.
This is something that I've kind of looked into right here. This whole the affirmative action and the admission and all that. They don't ever talk about these devils, in particular Trump supporters. They love to talk about. They have this idea, just like with welfare. Because of the propaganda, they believe that black people are the biggest recipients of welfare when that's not the case. It's white people. You understand? Jewish people receive a large portion of welfare in comparison to their population percentage. It's the same with affirmative action. Affirmative action has benefited every other minority group more than black people.
Right.
And when you look at these Ivy League institutions, these devils love to talk about, I believe that students should be admitted through merit, through SAT scores, and this and that. They don't talk about how most of these white students are in these Ivy League institutions because of legacy admissions. Legacy admissions is it's what's the word? Nepotism.
You're right.
That's all it is. Is somebody in your family went here as an alumni, and because of that, now you have preferential treatment because you already have somebody that went here. If they end legacy admissions, it would end Ivy League institutions because that's how majority of white people are able to get into these schools. It's through them having a parent or an uncle or a grandfather or grandmother. They have some type of family that went here that is able to now overlook the quote unquote merit, to overlook the SATs, to overlook, all these different things. While black people was in school and you told us, we got to join all these clubs. Y'all had me in drama club and chess club. I'm in, what I'm saying? Like I'm in all these goddamn clubs every day after school because black people are the only ones who are playing by the damn book. We are the only ones that play by the rules. And so I'm in all these clubs, just like other black people, to try to, make my resume look good for college when that doesn't even matter when you get down to the nitty gritty. You oppressors, you let these white people join just because your daddy went to Harvard. Your daddy went to Stanford. Your mother went to Princeton. And so, like I say, that this whole argument is nonsense. And that's why I say, black people, do not blame yourself for not making it where you thought you should have made it. It's not meant for you to do that. You understand? It's designed for you to now be underneath these other nations because surely we do all the work. Surely we play by the rules. We do what they say we should do, and every time we do it, they move the goalpost. And they try to act like they act like we the ones that's leeching when we the only ones that's following the goddamn rules.
Right. That's right. That's right, Kazak. That is right. 100% right. And that's why I said that in the earlys also too. It's almost like we don't understand that he created the laws and the rules just to make it look good. It's, for example, the UN. He made rules in the UN that he not even following. It came out that the so-called small hats was stopping the food from getting in Gaza. And it came out that Blinken and Biden saw the report and refused to acknowledge the report. Because if they acknowledge the report, then they can't send money across to the small hats. They can't send money across, they can't send weapons across to them. That would have been it. But they're breaking their own rules. You understand? But we the ones who be left, as Kazak saying, we the ones trying to follow all the rules. Right. We're trying to follow all the rules when all these heathens, they're not following no rules. They're finding loopholes. You understand? They're going around the whole game. You're trying to go to school and score high in the GPA and thinking that's going to make you a doctor. You know what I mean? That's going to put you in, you know what I mean, in school. That's not going to put you in school. You understand? Not saying don't go in there and try and do your best. Go in there and do your best. But understand that that's not what the other nation's doing.
It's a race. They don't need you to be winning. And that's it's called race. It's a race. Like you could study all you want, but you know, just like Jalen Brown, you're just gonna be too overqualified for something. Or they're gonna make you an apprentice and sell you a dream and have you do all the work on the project or all the work on this new technology that they're working on. And then when it's time to make it public, you know, they'll take the credit and you just background. And all this is because we working within a framework that's not for us. It's really built for them. So anything good, just like in the kingdom of heaven, brother, you think if them Moabites invent something, they gain some credit? Brother, I'm going to get the plans for that. And, you know, my 4-year-old child started writing at 6 months and developed this new technology. I'm telling you, and listen, I'm going to withhold rice from the entire nation of Moab if they even decide to talk. There'll be no rice. You know what that means? They can't eat and they can't make sake from that rice. I'm going to rob them of every ingenuity until they'll say, well, it don't make no sense studying because you'll just take it. Because that's what they do to us. Because brothers and sisters, whether it's in the ghetto, in the barrios, or the reservation, are extremely brilliant, smart, able to adapt, able to watch how something work, break it down, and put it back together in a way that is just way beyond whatever anybody ever thought it could be used for. And we do it on the humbled for survival. Imagine if we were in a position where it was encouraged to do some shit like that. Like how you see all these foreigners, these Asians and the East Indians and them, they're always in the STEM program, the robotics program, the this, the that. They're encouraged to do it. What happens if we are encouraged to do some shit like that? Just think, wait, this is not about survival now. This is just about somebody celebrating what you could bring to the table, brother. We'll, you know, a nigga will make some shoes that you don't need an elevator to go up.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Please. And that's why that's why we encourage all our brothers and sisters out there to join the Israelite School of UPK. Because we can build a future for our children here. You can take whatever skill you got, whatever talent you got, bring it into the Lord's house. The Lord, we supposed to bring the Lord our first fruit of everything anyway.
That's right.
So we supposed to bring these things. We supposed to have a cultural copyright on everything we put our hand to. How they say when they say intellectual property, all that belongs to the Lord.
That's right.
You understand that note that you played that nobody else can play, that move you that's a cultural copyright that belongs to us, belongs to the Most High. You understand? But we keep giving it to another nation. You understand? But that time is about to stop. That time it's coming to an end with all that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is about to show you how great you are. You know, all this talk about you can't be perfect, that's a lie. You can be perfect. And they hate perfection. You know what I'm saying? They hate the fact that you are the embodiment of perfection, all 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? They hate it. That's why they say nobody can be perfect. You understand? But perfection proves that God is real.
That's right.
That's what you got to understand, Black, Latino, Native American, Indian brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? Perfection is what this world hates.
Right.
You understand? That's why they got to change what a man is and what a woman is and everything else. They gotta put things out of their natural use, because if you leave things alone the way God said it would be, things would be in order. Things would be perfect.
Right.
But they don't want perfection, because perfection looks too much like you.
That's right.
Yep.
And Cap, just to add to what you're saying too, but yeah, with them Asians and them, right? They did that to us with the pyramid. Who built the pyramid? It's still up. This is the same in some ancient civilization. Who built the pyramid? You understand? They will never give black people any. They will snuff out any means or any way to make you think good about yourself and about your people.
That's right.
You have to look up to some Caucasian, to some Asian, or some Hamite.
Or
that's
alien.
who you look it up.
Or
yeah. Or
it was alien technology that built alien technology. So I guess there's aliens that talk Egypt, whatever language you talk in Egypt, and Spanish. Because there's pyramids in Mexico. Imagine the aliens that shit.
So like, if I could, the aliens came down, did the work, while the pharaoh sat back on the throne and relaxed. How much sense does that make?
Right. Like, like they would take anything away from you, even when it's obvious who did it.
Yeah.
Egypt had slaves, but the pyramid is the one thing the slaves didn't build. Good.
And just to draw on that point, because now, as you said, everything coming out is so on point and so heavy in this aspect that when you really look at the mindset, they would always wrap the mindset around, let me say, joining religion or joining Christianity. They would always see in their mind, as we see Caesar Borgia. So when they close down, they pray, that's who they see. But to wrap the mind around a black man holding that seat, the can't fathom that, they can't think about that. Because now thinking about that will actually break the whole mental and go have them in this disarray. That's why they keep on cheating or keep on, diverting every aspect or every, let me say, academic or school curriculum that come out. They would always use that pathway to cheat on it, because I know you would always stand straight, and as we say, because now in your spirit, you have a right spirit. And your duty now is to always do what is right. Because that is who he is. Because now you're from the seed of righteousness. And this is something the care father or the care wrap the mind around. Exactly.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. You're right. You all wanna squeeze in one more? Or maybe two? Let's pick a good one. I know we ain't talking about Hezbollah and we ain't talking about Diddy. I mean, I think Diddy listen, this is what I would tell you. Yeah, Johnson & Johnson is not illegal to have in your house. It's not unlawful. It's oil.
Man.
Just don't make yourself into what Diddy is. You know what I mean? With the damn thing. I think that's all we need to say about Diddy and that. Right now, Diddy he's in bad shape. They say he ain't eating. They say he's scared he gonna get poisoned. I wonder why. I wonder if he's scared about that. I wonder if he's heard of something like that happening to people in there before when he was on the outside.
Yep.
Wonder why. I wonder why he's so, concerned for his life now over this. Like, this ain't drugs we're talking about. This ain't he didn't lose the shipment. You know what I mean? He didn't lose the shipment. He didn't lose the shipment from the mafia. This is just, a few oils and some plastic toys. And he thinks somebody gonna kill him over that? Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
No, he gonna realize he is just another black man. That's what he realizing. He's just another black man. That you know what I mean? He trying to come to terms with it. But soon enough, when that hunger really hits him, he'll come to terms that he's just another black man that took the bag and now has to face reality. You know what I mean? That he got played.
Yeah.
You understand? You got played like a skettle. You know what I mean? How to use it. You know what I mean? Another term for them. So, you know what I mean? YouTube don't pick up, you know what I mean, on it. That play like an old skettle. You know what I mean?
What the hell is that? I got a tape. Levi, Yatazar said that's how they say it in French, in the Creole. Apparently, it's a Creole word. Yep. Him and the brother up there in Canada say the same thing. They would use as a substitute for it. Listen, I have a tape. Did he hear it breaking? Sorry, somebody's gonna say something.
Oh no, I was just gonna say if I could, because two things I was thinking about this case. The two things is the first was with the mayor. The mayor, Eric Adams, I think his name is. Right. And, he gave Diddy a key to the city like 2 years ago. But now the mayor is coming up on charges, like corruption charges.
Right.
And so I'm looking at that. Then people also trying to point at Jay-Z, like, okay, he's next. He's going to be the next man that they go after, the government go after. And it's just making me think back. You can correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm tripping. It makes me think back of when the Small Hats, about a couple years ago, said their biggest enemy is the young black man.
That Diddy?
No, the Small Hats said that.
Yep, I remember that.
And it make me think, like, because they're in full war mode as a people right now. So I wonder if their arm of trying to go after black men, with them thinking them saying, we're their biggest enemy, I wonder if that arm is being played. Like, we're going after their celebrities, black mayor, we're going to go after Jay-Z next. I wonder if I'm just thinking, especially since they're in 100% war mode.
Cap, this is what I right? If that's the case, why not just come after you? You out there handing out food in DR. Why not just, send Interpol as soon as you land in DR and charge you with crossing international lines? And
I would think because they got if he did have that much money, 50 million, 150 million, 200 million, 400 million, I would think they would try to strike there first.
Well, I'm going to play a tape for you just now and you would realize, and they don't have that money as liquid cash. He was offering 50 million in assets in land and property that the white man allowed him to amass over time. And that's the thing with when you play with Esau like that. That's why big up Commander General Yahanna for always saying, taking nothing from nobody. We're going to do this ourselves. We don't want no alliance. We don't want no help. We don't want nothing. Because Esau, he's ready to pull the rug out from under you. If it's his, he's taking it. And that's what happening with Eddie right now. So, again, okay, these brothers and sisters who get in these charges and indictments, they done laid with the dog. They done laid with the dog, and that's that. And they just choose a certain time and some sort of offense or unlawful action to charge them with now. But it for sure ain't it's not something to weaken black people, and that ain't affecting nothing. That ain't affecting nothing. This is removing them because they didn't want to play ball, and of course fulfilling the prophecies how the stars is going to fall from heaven. This is the stars still also falling from heaven. But this is not something to try to weaken black men. Let me tell you what weakens black men: child support. Weakens black men. The abortion that weakens black men. You get the point? The fact that she could go down to the courthouse and file for divorce and take your house back. That weakens black men. What weakens black men, and by extension the nation, and it's not disrespect to the sisters, but to destroy a nation you had to remove the men. To build a nation you had to empower the men. And what's going on in America is a disenfranchising of black men. Systematic. Not having Diddy there is the same as not having him there. Having him there is the same as not having him. His money is not coming to us at all. Having Jay-Z there is the same as not having him there. Biggie Smalls was there. What was going on with our people? The same thing that going on when he done dead and gone. Hell, destruction, drugs, AIDS, abortion, rape, murder, molestation. That doesn't matter. What I could tell you matters is if we are here. And if we not there, that's what the Israelite School of UPK under Commander General Yahanna, which is holding the seat for the Most High and Christ. It's gonna make a difference if we not there. They make movies based on our speakings. All of a sudden now you have movies about the color of Christ. You have the Black Jesus movie. Everything they're coming out now with based on you have a Bob Marley movie showing you he came from a white man. When in history did you ever see that happen? Ever? And I just want to know where Candace Owens and Janet Jackson get the information from that Kamala Harris is white. I've never heard anybody else say that but the Israelite School or UPK. When everybody thought she was like Indian, Yahanna came out and say no. You all think she's an Indian, but why he run the whole thing back? Difference is if we not there. You get it? But let me just play this clip real quick before we run out of time. Eddie, go ahead.
And Cap, that's a good point because they don't say he Black Jamaican. They just say she has Jamaican parent.
Exactly.
You know, a Jamaican father.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Like what you say Black American, but you ain't saying Black Jamaican because it's gonna come out. Like he ain't Black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And let me just plug this last one. Where did Candace Owens hear Revelation 2:9, 3:9, the synagogue of Satan? Where she hear that from?
Yeah.
Where she hear that from?
Yeah. And she used it in context good too. How she don't use that?
Right. So like
the whole thing down, brother.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I could, and listen, they ain't the only one. There's a lot of these social media people that's going viral, and these politicians. They've been listening to Command and General Yahanna and the ISUPK. Don't think we don't know.
Right.
Don't think we don't know, because the way, like you said, Captain Arthur, the way she broke it down was one West verbatim.
That's it.
She didn't her diatribe. She didn't know to form her diatribe like that without watching one of our videos. They watching us more than ever now.
Yeah.
They've been watching. So they just don't want to give credit where credit is due. But glory to the Most High in Christ for Command General Yahanna and this school. But once again, we told you, you cannot cancel the truth. The truth gonna beat the algorithm all day and night. The algorithm gonna work for the truth eventually.
That's it.
We have cracked the code in the matrix now.
Yep. That's it.
I yield.
Listen, I'm gonna give you one more if I could. Before, I don't know if you all remember that Black Watch show, right? Before General Hyman brought out the history of the halftime show, I'm not saying he's the first person to bring it out or anything like that. But before he broke it down and talk about the history of the Wayans and, Michael Jackson, all of a sudden Shannon Sharp is interviewing people and they're talking about the halftime show.
Yeah.
All of us talking to the Wayans brothers now about how they did the halftime show. And y'all could call me conspiracy theorist if I want. What to say? The Mandela effect, collective thinking. Yeah, for all of that, nigga. You can believe that if you want to. I know they're watching. They're watching.
And is the proof is this also too. The reason why they're not stepping to us and they ain't coming to us the way they should come to us is because they know they're gonna lose money. Because right after that Candace Owens did that, they demonetize her. You understand? They demonetize us. No. After this one,
right?
That was it. This strike, she was done. You understand? Like you can't, and that is proof that you know what I mean, it had nothing to do with, you know what I mean, what you know, you know what I mean, it had nothing to do with your intellect. It has to deal with how powerful is your people.
Right.
You understand? How powerful are your people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you could get up on television, on YouTube, and spew the most ridiculous thing. Who pushing you? You understand? Who behind you? You understand? We start to call certain names here. Guess what's the situation? They're gonna try to find some way to try to lock you out. You understand? You know what I mean? But ain't no sweat. We go play by it. We go play by your rules. You know what I mean? I know one person who's not playing by your rules, and that's Most High. And we gonna see.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
Let me get a little bit of the diddler, and just so everybody see what's really going on with him, and to the point, Kapash, this one here gonna clear up everything for you with him, and people like him. This one here for sure, brother. I had to damn near get this one because I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Yeah.
So I wanna all right, so now let's get into this Diageo situation, right? So I want to talk about the relationship with Diageo. So this lawsuit that you brought against them, right? People might not know, but I think Pharrell was the actual first one to sue Diageo, and it was for unfair treatment. So you had a historic relationship with them, 15 years, going back to Ciroc, DeLeon. I never even heard of Ciroc until you started doing the commercials, blew it out the water. Then you had DeLeon, and everything looked like it was on the up and up, owned by a black man and all that. So a lot of people was confused when the lawsuit came about. You shared some information with us when we came to your house that we wasn't aware of. So can you really talk about that? Because I think it's a very interesting case study for entrepreneurs to understand.
Definitely.
They're always about, case studies for entrepreneurs and all this. They go to his house because they want to be rich like him. They want to get down and be rich like him. That Diageo is some alcohol distribution company that is one of the biggest, if not the biggest in the world. And they have a lot of big name brand alcohol under the belt. Ciroc was one of them. And he gonna say here in the video what he did with Ciroc for them. Everybody thought Diddy owned Ciroc. He was working for the man with Ciroc. He was working hard, and that's where the whole lawsuit come about. And they speculating now that is Diageo who's behind everything with him because he tried to go against them. Go ahead, Captain. You gonna say something?
No, I agree with everything you're saying. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to be rich like him, but what else he teaching them? Like, let's do a case study on these rich people and see how much, how much you cower down to the oppressor, how much they bow down to the oppressor. Let's do a case study on that. You understand? And see what's going to happen. And we're going to realize that all these black people, they keep their mouth shut because of money. Who paying them? You know what I mean? They're not trying to go against the grain. And that's what he's going to teach young black men. You're going to have to go with the flow. Whatever he tell you, you're going to have to do. You know what I mean? And you got to get big like me. And once you get big like me, then you go get the lawyers.
Well, he said that.
This.
He said that here. He said exactly what he said exactly. Yeah. Like they want to be rich, but they ain't trying to be right. They don't care about right. They care about being rich. You see how they say they had a plug when we came to your house and blah 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 blah.
The situation's in the courts now, so I'm gonna share with y'all what I can. This is all public record. But basically, I was called to have a meeting with Diageo, and they knew that I was kind of killing things in the culture, and they were trying to fix their diversity problem. And through that, a meeting was set up, and I told them, I want to be an owner, that I have these ideas from promoting parties at Howard, just remembering that I would always get the...
Why it wasn't promoting parties at Yale or Harvard or University of Connecticut? They always use the black market when it's time to get on. When it's time to get on and get put on, they always use the black market.
The door and never get the bar. And so I said I have aspirations to have black-owned brands owned by black people behind the bar and a part of your organization. They're the biggest.
How could it be a black-owned bar behind and a part of your organization at the same time? Diddy asking for a room inside Master's house. That's what he was asking for. He's asking for a room.
Distributor of spirits in the world. Biggest maker of spirits in the world. So we get a test project.
If I could, when he say that there, his voice kind of shake. Like he's even in his mind recognizing the power of these damn bastards are.
Yeah.
Like in his mind, he's even just it's just
Their
too
diversity
powerful for him.
And through that, a meeting was set up, and I told him, you know, I want to be an owner, that I have these ideas from promoting parties at Howard, just remembering that I will always get the door and never get the bar. And so I said, I have aspirations to have Black-owned brands owned by Black people behind the bar and a part of your organization. They're the biggest distributor of spirits in the world, biggest maker of spirits in the world. So we get a test project. I'm looking at their portfolio, and they say we can start something from scratch. But I'm looking at their portfolio, and I remember one night I was having a great time with Ciroc. I had some Ciroc. It was made by grapes, and I remember, you know, having just such the greatest time. And so the light bulb went off in my head. I said, I don't want to wait and develop nothing. Let me show you what I could do with Ciroc. Let me show you how I could turn your revenue around. They were losing $40 million a year. And I went and turned it around and took it to 2.6 million cases from 40,000 cases. Okay. And so this is something that's never been done.
And Salakia, Cap.
Go ahead.
And Salakia. Just to add, this is the type of genius they want. This is the type right here.
That's
the
right.
one that they could control, and the one that if he get out of line, oh, they have, you know what I mean, everything dirty on him. You understand? That's the type of genius they want. You understand? Because you know what I mean, you gotta get it, brother. He went on, you know what I mean, putting that work for that Ciroc. You understand?
If I could, I'll go you one more with the genius. This is the type of genius they want as long as it works for them.
That's it, Khan.
It's a genius that works for your people. You're an idiot. You're crazy. You're on drugs. You're mentally unstable. Everything that, like Janet Jackson. Now we, you know, where's she getting this information from? But if this was something she was saying that was that was for them, oh, she's just so remarkable. Like St. Candace Owens. They was talking about her like she was such a great intellectual, political mind until she put Revelation 2 and 9 on their ass.
Yeah.
No, no good heifer.
Yeah.
And brother, this whole interview here gets worse. It get a few more minutes on. It gets worse. And they're about to clap for him with this thing. And he said, you hear what he said? He didn't want to develop nothing from scratch, which really was his own. It would have been his own, like Kanye West with them shoes. Like Kanye showed in the world, he married them heathens, but them shoes is his ark.
Yeah.
Them is his shoes. He could pull them now, and them brands gonna have to make a knockoff off of it to try to compete. But he didn't want to develop nothing from scratch. He wanted to take what they already had. He just wanted to live in Master's house.
So 15 years later, even though I had that success, I was always fighting for Ciroc not to be pigeonholed, not to be pigeonholed as a Black brand, not to be pigeonholed as an urban brand. I already went through that. I went through that with Sean John. They put me in the urban section. I had to go and disrupt the fashion industry, pull up on Fashion Week and show them what that Black excellence swag is about. And that's what we did with Sean John. And so with Ciroc, it was the same thing, get into the spirits industry, no matter what.
If I could, if you already went through that with Sean John, why are you still trying to be a part of their society? Why are you fighting to go be and show them Black excellence? If it's Black excellence, why we can't have our own? You have to go pull up on Fashion Week and beg them to recognize your jeans? Why didn't you just make a space for you, Fat Farm, Pelly Pelly, or Pelly Black, or whichever other authentic Black designers that's there, and that would have opened the doors for younger designers to come up. But because the white man lets you in, Sean John Ford, and now you trying to do this, you're trying to do the same thing again with these with the spirits.
Industry I went into, I always came up against this ceiling that they just wanted to keep me in the colored section. I would say for businesses, you have white-only business, just like you have white-only bathrooms back in the days, and you have black-only business. And so my fight is to always make sure that we could just do business. I want to be treated equally like anybody else. And so that's what the fight is about. And it's not me just fighting for me. I'm fighting for us. Because whatever bar I set, y'all have to come behind me on that bar, and I want to make sure that it's right. So that's what.
See, that's the same thing you were saying, Cap. Where he said, no, he want to do something, and he wants you to come and follow him and do what he do. He had nothing. All this us talk, that was bullshit. Because he said they wanted to keep me in the colored section. He didn't say they wanted to keep us in the colored section. He said he wanted to keep me in the colored section, which means he did not want to be part of the colored section no more. Diddy was tired of being black.
And I was just going to go quick. And he and Diddy, he realized that Martin Luther King dream was trash. So like,
So like, I just piggyback off of that, sir. Captain Shock, what you just said, you broke it down. There's an audio tape of Martin Luther King explaining his entire reasoning behind why he felt the civil rights movement was necessary. And it's so spiritual how this is literally what Diddy is saying is exactly what Martin Luther King was saying. Meaning, meaning he tried to play it off like this is for us, but in reality, you want to be amongst them. You want to be. It's not good enough to drink at the nigger water fountain. It's not good enough to eat at the nigger restaurant. It's not good enough to watch a movie at the nigger matinee. It's not good enough to swim in the nigger pool. You don't want to be pigeonholed amongst niggas because you think you are above niggas. And that was Martin Luther King. There's a tape, an audio with literally him describing the exact same thing. I think it's ironic. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Well, Officer Williams said at that camp today, and it's heavy. What's a Diddy party to an MLK party?
William, you up next for writing them books. Like you and God, I mean, one for Levi, one for Sakpase, and one for the nails. Yeah. They know what you say again? There's no what's a Diddy party to what?
To an MLK party.
Guys, good night. Shit, like that's it. Like that, you seen the whole thing coming together. And brother, Diddy's energy in this whole video, his spirit got took from that Diageo. They make spirits, so they know how to control spirits. They took his soul out. You know, he said the biggest, producers in the world. You know, the biggest producers in the world is almost like he is acknowledging the giant that they are, and he realized he made a mistake. You're gonna hear some more.
What the fight is about, simply put. And the last things to make it clear was with Deleon. I still own Deleon. Okay, so with Deleon, I sent my people.
Before you tell the story about that, just talk about the process of getting Deleon, right? Because it was you proved yourself with Ciroc, and so now there's an opportunity to create something else.
With a lot of, first of all, corporate America is made and built for white men. So when you're going into corporate America, usually your entryway is to help them with their diversity problem. But at the end of the day, you want to be able to open up doors. Sometimes you got to take that opportunity and get in. And so that's what I did.
So now your entryway into corporate America is to go help them just build what they need to build. And this idiot said that's the route he took because he didn't want to be in the nigger section no more. He reached the ceiling, and he was just too big. He's just an old, vain, proud ass Negro who just wanted to sit at the top and watch and make Negroes walk to damn Staten Island for a damn cheesecake pie. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to sit on top and remove himself from the nigger section and take advantage of black people. And now, when the same white people who you loved and cherished and marketed for them, once they turn on you, you come back to black people now and talking all cool and civil, no energy. What happened to I'm a savage? I'm a savage. Ooh, I get what I want. I get what I want. What happened to that shit? Did he look how docile he talking now? They done took his soul out.
That's right.
They took it from him out. Or maybe he gave it to them.
With Ciroc. But I told him I don't work for nobody. Everything in my portfolio I own. So you guys have to know my ultimate dream is a tequila.
His ultimate dream. There you go, Martin Luther King go again. His ultimate dream is a tequila. And this is the part that really bothered me here for a couple of reasons.
I was like, I really love tequila. This was before the whole tequila craze. So it's like you make a deal. You make a deal like, I'm going to advance this for you so then we could be good partners and you could give me what I want, which is.
You hear what he say? He said, I wanted to make tequila. It was a dream. So I took a deal. Even the voice inflection is telling you. He know he just, it's like he just, cast your die to the wind. Like you don't make a deliberate play. I just took a deal, because I wanted to do this and I wanted to do this tequila. So I just took a deal. It's like, y'all can't blame me for this. I was just trying something. I just took a deal.
It sounds like how he be trying to make people take deals. He be trying to get them to take a screwed up deal. And that's on him.
He offering the deals. They make him sign a deal that just totally took everything from him. And it's so heavy, Kapaz. By the end of this, what they did to him is the same thing that Mace came and said that Diddy did to him.
Yeah.
Mace was saying Diddy wanted to keep him down here when he's writing all the songs. He just said they want to keep him in the nigger section.
Yep.
The same thing.
Is my opportunity for me to own my brand and to be able to build generational wealth for my kids and my people. And I just need the same 24 hours as y'all giving everybody else in your portfolio. And I couldn't get that. I had to send my people down to Mexico. And this is just to tell you what the fight is about. They went down to Mexico. And when they got down there, they found out that there was 0 agave planted for Deleon. So there was no plan for us to be successful. There was no equal treatment. The other brands, they had agave planted. They had no agave planted for me. And sometimes you have to go check even your partners to see what's really going on. And so when I saw that, I was like, nah, I'm going to fight because it's bigger than me. It's about not just me. It's about we. It's about all of us. So I chose my purpose over profit, and that's the whole Deleon situation.
Yeah, he trying to be slick now. He chose his purpose over profit. Whenever did you choose black people over $1, nigga? Whenever did you do that? He said he went down there to Mexico to see what's going on. They didn't plant no agave for his brand. But everybody else, they planted the damn thing to make the damn tequila. Nigga, you said you wanted to have your own. Why didn't you go plant it yourself? Why didn't you Why didn't you go down there and do the thing yourself? You could have bridged the whole gap between the tribe of Judah and the tribe of Issachar. You could have go down there and get some Issacharite farmer, buy a ton of land, do a whole irrigation platform for him, get some students from Howard who's studying agriculture, farming, and water management to go build a badass farm right next to a factory that distilling that damn tequila for you. If it was about us, if it was about us, we could have made this a us thing. But you just wanted the white man to just make you big in his house, and he took you for bad.
So like he wanted the oppressor to work for him. And the oppressor tell him, ain't no sweat. We can plant it fair.
Yep.
We gonna plant it fair.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Nigga, you go plant that yourself.
That's it. That's it. And once again, they don't want him getting big where he could branch off on his own. He has to remain a slave. And if he say he went through this with Sean John, it has to mean that whole clothing deal was just for him and not for black people. The same way he went in with this year just for him and not for us.
That's it.
You brought up distribution. Yeah, clap it up for that. You brought up distribution, and you come from the music world, and so distribution is a.
Hold on, I need to say this. I need y'all to still support Deleon. You know, we gonna win this. Believe that. Still support Deleon, y'all.
Still owned by a black man.
It's owned by a black man. Owned by a black man. You come.
It's like he they done took his strength. He end up there with he end up there slick talking and pimping and profiling. They done took his strength back.
From the music world, what distribution means one thing. For some of the audience who may not be familiar, I'm sure they could consume spirits, but they don't really know what it means to have distribution inside of that space. What does that look like when you're building a brand like Deleon and Ciroc?
Yeah, supply and distribution is everything. Whether you came from the streets, we all know that. We learned that at a very young age. And so no matter how I market a product, if they just keep me in black neighborhoods through the distribution, I can never grow. I can never be as great as I could be or as great as we can be. You know?
No, he said it. He said it. He confessed it.
Yeah.
He said, if they just keep me in black neighborhoods, I could never grow. I could never be as great as I want to be. As we could be. You could have made the deal to have it in black neighborhoods with black business owners, black liquor license, black stores. You could have made black upscale stores, like kind of like how Amazon make their the supermarkets.
So lock it too, Cap.
Come on, please.
And Diddy, he's from Harlem, man. Let's not miss that point.
Come on.
He's from Harlem, where everything that was popping was black. He's from Harlem.
Right.
And to say that, man, I mean, the Cotton Club, all them clubs that was in Harlem that was world famous, just because they was black, just because they had black performers there.
Right. And Kahan, those type of establishments, white people would try to sneak across the line.
Exactly. They wanted to hear the world famous Satchmo.
Right.
So they couldn't hear. The only place he was performing was there in Harlem.
That's it.
Like, come on, man.
That's it. He could have made them come to the black community for Ciroc. He could have made Ciroc like something so rare and special, and you had to go. You had to know somebody to go in the neighborhood.
Man.
Come on, man.
What you said is so right. That's why the Bible. That's why Joseph was a genius, because he cornered the market for his brethren, and they controlled the market.
Right.
And then say, let's try to go here. He said, tell them that you are in that you are sheep and goat herders. That you deal with animals. And they controlled that market in Egypt, and they became powerful.
Right.
We got to start being comfortable in our own skin, because it seems like to me other nations are. So like I yield.
Yep. Absolutely. You know what I mean?
I'm saying I had to go from me to we. And so when I started really looking at every decision I was making, I was like, that this is something that I have to change. I can't just come and get this check and not be changing the way the ecosystem is. So if you want to have a successful brand, you have to have, number one is you have to have the supply to meet the demand, and then you have to have the distribution. And so if people control your supply.
Yeah, he's talking a whole ton of nonsense. You want to have a successful brand, brother? This is what you need. You need to be able to create demand. You don't need to have a supply to meet the demands. Having a supply to meet demand is basic economics. When you get into really marketing, you create a demand. You create a demand. You make sure once you create demand, you could control the supply because you control the demand, and thus you control the price. Let me give you an example. Nobody, Birkenbag and Porsche and Ferrari and them, they are not responding to a demand. They're creating a demand.
Right.
And matching the demand with a supply, and therefore they could call premium price. If that idiot Diddy really wanted to reach the top and break the level, and if it was all about us, he'd have did what Birkenbag does, what Nike does, what Gucci does, what Yves Saint Laurent does, what Chanel does, which is get black people to make the shit look fly, which creates the demand, and get every devil in the world to come buy the product. That's what he would have. Listen, I watched the other day. There was a commercial with that Kai Cenat, the same brother who Kapash was talking about. Brother, Kai Cenat is doing, is it Chanel or Birkenbag or something? Come on, Kazak.
He got a bunch of commercials. He doing something for some banking company, Chanel, and like 2 other ones that I seen. So they using that brother for real. He can, yeah.
T-Mobile.
They using it. Say again.
T-Mobile. I think they have him on. Him and Snoop Dogg was on T-Mobile.
Well, those products are still very they're not eclectic products. They're not something that's off the market.
Right.
Or when I say they everywhere, everybody need a phone, everybody need a bank. But this thing I'm talking about, I think is either Chanel or one of them big brand names where it's $50,000 for this bag. And the commercial is he's walking to the one of them fancy chairs with the bag and trips and falls down. That's the commercial. Trips and falls down and he gets up and look at the camera stupid. But they're using him to create a demand for a high-end product.
Right.
If Diddy was really about us and we, he'd have say, yeah, bring it to the hood and get every brother and sister to come up with creative ideas to make this product so fly that they have to come to Harlem to get this thing. Like he was thinking about himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what he was thinking about himself. Please come on.
What you're saying is so right, man. There's once again, the Lord gonna use the simple things to confound the wise. Like if you want to have some premium, you have to have some exclusivity to it.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning it's not in every store.
Exactly.
You can only get this here. If you want to drink this, you can only go here to get it. You see it when they do. I tell you how they market it. When they have a certain shoe come out where it's a limited edition, they say it's only going to be at this store, and they have a line around the block.
Yep.
And they sell out within 10 hours?
Yeah.
Maybe 8.
Yep.
You have to see, and that's the thing. We are not exclusive. The Lord teaches us about exclusivity. By us taking our culture and saying you can only get it here. You can only get it here. You want to hear that song? You can only get it here. You want to get this alcohol? You can only get it here. You know what I'm saying? And then that drives, like Captain Meshach said, the demand. Because it's not, I can't go everywhere to get it. I got to take a flight to go here at this time, at this day, to get this, because this is a collector's item.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He could have made the damn liquor holy, yeah.
Come on, man.
He could have made the liquor holy. Like this is Harlem's holiest. Something. Listen, you take me back there. Now, in fact, I know you remember. We was in Scotland last year. You know, Scotch is whiskey, just made in Scotland. And it has to be made in Scotland to be called Scotch. That whole Johnny Walker, it comes from Scotland. That's why it had the man with the kilt walking. So if you want that Scotch, you ought to go there and they market this thing and these oaks from the hills of Scotland and the wood from here. And they have a whole damn near cult around the thing to make you be like, man, I've had the Scotch from the store, the imported Scotch. But to drink Scotch from Scotland, that's something else. But they selfish for that.
What you're saying, Scotland used to build that's their tourism.
Yeah.
That's where the money come from.
Yeah.
That's where the revenue come from. That whole liquor, that whole Scotch, that you go check the GDP, that is Scotch.
It's huge. It's a huge thing, and it's a huge part of their revenue. They have a whole Johnny Walker museum and factory, and brother, they just give you Scotch to drink in that bitch. You mean to tell me let's do this in Harlem?
Yeah. Silaki, he wanted them boys, them oppressors to work for him.
And
there was not having it. Instead of coming to the black community, I just say, and creating your supply and demand right there. Now we supply you understand, based on the demand. Now you call your price, but it's gonna take time.
Right.
He want black people to look up to him. And at the same time, he wanted the oppressor to look up to him. And he forget his place. And that's a brother who is on a lot of drugs. You understand? So drugs will have you thinking. I mean, will have you thinking you're on their level. You're not. You understand?
God. Hey, can I say one thing, Cap? When you said that's why the Bible said that sin sticketh between buying and selling. And you know, when you look at what's going on with Diddy, and this is the problem with a lot of our people, man. You got to be careful. That scripture is so true, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with selling, but to use you know what I'm saying, the phrase they always say, just don't sell out.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, just don't sell out. Nothing wrong with selling. Just don't sell out. And this is one thing with these black celebrities that they're too stupid to understand. You're sitting on a gold mine with your own people and your own culture.
That's it.
Like Captain Shock said, you can go right to Mexico. You can form an alliance. Really, a lot of that would probably curtail some of this drug war going on.
Come on, man.
But now we can now transition into this, to some stability. Then you can take it over to Jamaica. Then you could take it over to Trinidad. Then you international. Now you could take it to Haiti. There's so many things you can do that you can make it exclusive. You know what? We selling this, but you got to go to Haiti to get this.
Right.
You have it on this day. All them yachts them niggas be on. Man, you need to stop at them ports, man. Where the people at, man? It's so much that you can do. But once again, we don't have a priest in your cabinet. You don't have someone. You don't have a priest and prophet among you. You understand? To tell you, don't do it. Like, you don't got to go to them. Like Captain Nathak said, good things take time. You build it from the ground up.
Right.
That's what you do. That's how you remain free. Since you say you want to be free, you have to build it organically from the ground up. You have to start here. You have to labor. You have to, you know what I'm saying, go through all the kinks and everything in it. And before you know it, you have a well-found product. And guess what? It's owned by you. And I'm sorry, it's owned by us.
By us.
That's right.
You see?
Yep. And it will last the test of time.
There you go.
Because it's us now. So now my children gonna work for this and make it even greater. Our children gonna take it over and make it greater. I must say this. I'm gonna say this though. If that greedy bastard had tried to build it from the ground up, he wouldn't have had no time for no damn freak offs.
Right. That's it.
Oh my
That's it.
Work. If he went to, he would not have no time for no freak offs, and he would have been a free today. But he didn't want to work. He wanted to just sit back and use his Diddy name and all these parties and never satisfied. No problem, nigga. Sit down now. Sit down.
Yeah. He ain't sit down and study the definition of free market as yet. Free market mean you are a slave. You know what I mean? Their free market is for them. You understand? They will make the money. You know what I mean? With that free market. They need you to have that free market.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So listen, man, we push past a little bit over today. We give a special edition. We're gonna be back next week, Lord Allah, weather permitted. Tune in Monday for Command and General Yahanna. He's gonna be live doing Black Watch, man. I ain't sure if he's gonna do it from Cali or he's gonna be back in Philly. But tune in Monday night, 9 p.m. Y'all know, they don't take Hezbollah. More stuff gonna happen between now and Monday. Look for about 5 new, ridiculousness to happen. It's gonna be an easy for the year. Go ahead, Cap.
Just to add before you finish. So what? Prepare yourselves. You know what I mean? I just said something, Captain Meshach. the foreign minister of Trinidad, brother, he said something. I mean, Trinidad fitness. I mean, see some hard times.
Trinidad and Tobago's foreign minister has blasted developed countries, double standards, and continued resourcing of Israel's violations of international law in a speech to the UN General Assembly. Only someone absolutely bereft of humanity would think that it is lawful and just and even godly to respond to atrocities committed on one awful day of terror by in turn committing atrocities after atrocity. Amory Brown told the annual meeting of world leaders in New York. Brown also questioned how some countries appear to be glossing over the killing of innocent civilians. Listen, Amory Brown, you are a slave. So when it happens, we say only someone absolutely bereft of humanity would think that it is lawful and just and even godly to respond to atrocities committed on one awful day of terror by in turn committing atrocities. That's called justice, Amory Brown.
Right.
That's the problem is they're doing vigilante justice because they're not in no kind of power and they're wrong. They're not the real Jew. But Amory Brown, if you love somebody and somebody destroys, the lives of your loved ones, you would go to the court and plead for the death penalty. You would go to the court and plead for what you just don't understand what being a free person is like. That Jewish man, he's totally free. He's totally free to say whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants, and drop bombs on whoever the hell he wants. He's absolutely totally free. He's free beyond free. He's outside. Free, nobody has a cap on him. And being you can't understand that level of freedom being a slave because you have to always be accountable to somebody. You in the United Nations talking about, bereft of humanity. Meanwhile, he up there with two signs. The blessed ones and the cursed ones. And this is who I'm going to drop bombs on. You don't even understand. It's like you used to play in blackjack 21 and you stand at the table. You're trying to comment on the game, but you're used to flipping 2 cards. The game is going to go to 3 cards for you, Amory Brown.
Yeah,
you're up there with poker, with chips and bluffing, and all kind of rules, and you try to comment on the game. You're out your league, Amory. Just
Yeah. And just to add quick too, as you're saying, the UN was made for countries like Trinidad and Grenada and these smaller countries. That don't have power. But when you have power like these European countries, they don't need the UN to go give them justice. They go get the justice. Vigilante or whatever, however you want to call it, they see it as justice. You understand? We the only ones that don't understand what justice is and still going to them. That UN, that whole ICJ, all them courts, is for you to go to plead to them for justice.
That's it.
You understand?
That's it. Like Diddy went to Diageo to distribute liquor. Listen, the white didn't go to no company in prohibition. He formed the network and distributed liquor themselves.
That's it.
Themselves, and was able to topple governments and shit with that whole distribution. I don't know what the hell. I don't know who did he think he fooling with that interviewing.
Nope.
You damn greedy bastard. So I don't keep going on and on. Listen, man, you're tuning Commander Yahanna this Monday, 9 p.m. Y'all check him out. Pay your tithes, isupk.com. Don't short the Lord, because when the Lord comes to short you, he can, it's going to be short for him, but for you, it's going to be long. You're going to wish you had done to put that 10% in. Don't short the Lord, man. Passover coming up April 12th. Y'all book it down now. Come down there from like the 6th or the 7th. Stay down in Atlanta the whole week, man. We're going to be rocking it out Saturday, April 12th. Commander Yahanna going to do it big down there in Atlanta. We're going to be out there on that rant, man. I ain't saying no more. Just trust and believe. If you like the Passovers before, yeah, I mean, y'all can get it in again. So water to the usual suspect, the whole crew rocking it up. We have Captain Nasdaq holding it down for us. Captain Kahan always bringing heavy points. I think Captain Kapash dropped, but big up Captain Kapash, Indianapolis, DR, all of that going on. We got Officer Warrior, as per usual. Officer Kazaka Ahmad holding it down as well. Moving through the zone. Officer Tawapi Yahanna, man, making trips for people in Trinidad. We work with the manager and Yahanna. We're going to be back next week, Israel. You'll like, share, and subscribe. You have to thumb.
We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, delete ass, lil' fame, I'm on wall, got the same, 4 wrong. 4 wrong, these people. 4 wrong. I try to tell these motherfuckers time and time, nigga. 4 wrong. Pussy ass, purple ass niggas, man. 4 wrong. They get your born ass right. Niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch. Worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You damn scare rag, coward ass little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch. And I'm pouring up, yeah, young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. Yeah, all these niggas want down hate, but tell them zip it lip. Cause you a dumb ass, scare rag boy, little body bitch. Damn, and I ain't worried about nothing, nigga, nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know, nigga, don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. Well, you a whole ass, dirt ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with it damn scritchy with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line, nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. I got big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, lil' fame, I won't walk, got the same, 4 wrong. 4 wrong, yeah, 4 wrong, 4 wrong. I tell you, 4 wrong. You get your shit together, nigga. 4 wrong. Work. I'ma do this shit till I rock, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all zop, you little body bitch. And I switch, ain't gon' know thought, little body bitch. And I'ma stay turning like the cars, you little body bitch. And I'm so cold like a bond, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like that Gabar, you little body bitch. And my aim like that a zop,